Hello.
Right on time. Right on time.
Yep. Nailed it.
Gosh dang it. I got all sucked in to a game and then looked at the watch and went, oh, I got like 45 minutes. I'm fine. And then I played.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then I looked down and went, shit, it's 9 after.
What game was it?
That's a good game.
I've gotten really into that Gunfire Heroes shooter roguelike thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. And I got hooked on it. It's really good. I've decided what I like about it the most. It basically does... The loot is like an elemental sort of Diablo numbers, like random loot. That feels like the way it does in like Borderlands, I guess.
Yeah.
And so you get a weapon, and you're like, holy shit, that does acid damage. Okay, cool, I'm going to do that for a while. No, I should get out after this. No, wait, I have this new weapon and this new thing. Now I can, like that kind of problem. This got me completely roped. It's so good.
What was the name?
It's called Gunfire Heroes. Man, if anyone else got this, I'd play the shit out of it with you guys. It is multiplayer, co-op. Let's see.
What's it on?
Yeah, it's not on Steam?
Steam is where I'm playing it. I assume it's other places, but I'm playing it
Does it
on
have a
Steam.
different name? Is it Gunfire Reborn?
Yes, sorry. Did I say Gunfire Heroes? Gunfire Reborn.
Yes.
Oh, it's the one with the squirrel.
Yeah, there's a squirrel. He's involved.
Okay.
But there's more. There's more than just the squirrel. And the game is like deceptively, like that part of it, like the characters and stuff, they're way too cute for what you actually get because the game itself is like kind of hardcore and serious. But it's really good.
Oh,
And
it
up
looks
to-
a lot like Orcs Must Die.
Similar, yeah, chunky polygon kind of vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Random levels, kind of a Slay the Spire structure. So it's like, if you're going through a path of stuff, you can detour a little here and there. There's stuff to pick up in the middle. People are dropping weapons. You get buffs. You have perks, of course, that you apply between games. And it's really good. I really like it. All right.
You know what's unfortunate, Scott?
What's that?
Is today would have been my day to be late if you had been on time.
Oh, really? What were you
Yep.
doing that was making you late?
I tried to squeeze in too much stuff because we laid the baby down, and instead of usually like using that time to get things done around the house, my wife and I both took a nap and fell asleep.
That sounds
So then we
alright,
woke up, and all of a sudden it was, oh no, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this, we had so much to do, and so I wasn't even in the room until like 1:02.
Oh, good. See, I still feel bad, but not as bad.
So I get to act like, ugh, I was so held up, but in reality, I was also late.
Well, I'm not used to that. I'm usually really good about the clock, and the clock eluded me
Dude,
today.
enjoy the game, man. Rarely is it that we find games where time just disappears.
All right.
I think Diablo. No, not Diablo. It's definitely happened with like Civ. Every time Civ comes out,
Oh, yeah,
it
Civ will
happens
get
to
you.
me. I remember playing until my work alarm went off and went, well, guess I'm calling in sick.
Nice.
Did you do that? You called in sick and kept playing?
Oh yeah, there was no way I was gonna go all night long playing Civ, no sleep, and then go to work and have a functional day. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. I texted my boss. I was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling good. I'm not gonna be able to make it in today. And then I went and laid back down. And that's when I went to bed for the night.
Wow.
And it
is
was all because of that one more turn on Civ.
Civ 6,
You know what?
Civ 5. What was it? What version? Do you remember?
It was probably 6.
Okay. Just curious.
You know what nobody is ever gonna say when they get to the pearly gates?
What's that?
As it were. Man, I'm really glad that I was responsible and didn't play extra rounds of Civilization and instead went to work. I really feel that my life is fulfilled because I went to work, and that insurance company got a good day's work out of me instead of me having fun playing Civ.
There you go.
What a life fulfilled.
Yep.
Check me in,
Yep.
St. Peter.
This
I'm
is
ready.
great. Peter will be like, hey,
No regrets, man.
Yeah, you should pick pottery. Good job. Welcome.
Yeah.
I don't see Bo yet. Let's see.
He said he was running late too. So this is
okay.
all of us.
Running
Well,
later.
by all of us, I mean 3 of us.
So then
Two
I'm
of
not
us
late
were
at all then. Really.
responsible.
Yeah.
Really, you're on
Yeah,
time. We're
if
still
Bo's
running
not here, yeah.
on schedule.
You're only as late as the latest person.
Yeah,
so
that's true. I feel okay
if-
about that.
if Bo is later than you, then it was on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he says running a touch behind. Here. I wish that was me on the couch. Oh, hello. What'd you say? You're coming in real chop.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Now we hear you, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that the call had started.
Oh. It's all
It didn't
good.
ring on my computer. I'm like, what the hell, man?
It's all good, man.
All
I
right.
think I have everything ready. Just make sure everything's good here with this.
Are you guys like know what you want to do now?
I think so.
Yes, I think we narrowed
Partially.
it down.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, I feel bad. I didn't mean to like come in and like railroad, but I wanted to lock in my leveling, and I had to decide if I was going to take the spell or not. So I think it's a case of, I think we've reached at least a temporary consensus for what's next, but that doesn't mean we're not going to then do an evil deed and do something else instead.
Sure. Yeah.
I think.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys still have some discussing to do. Maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right, I'll be there in a second.
All right, no worries. I'm just getting everyone.
I feel like we have reached a at least majority agreement on what we're doing with the heart.
Yes.
That seems pretty locked in.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to worry about that.
I feel like Scott's vote counts for like 4 people, and he's decided.
Yeah, it's totally Scott's decision with that one.
and,
I'm good though.
and we agree with it.
I,
so
I
it's good.
agree. I absolutely agree with that direction. 100%.
Man, that's spoken like a bunch of good characters. You sure your characters are good?
Well, we're kind of getting to the end. We gotta.
Is there an evil character in the house that wants the heart for itself, him or herself?
I don't know. Who would that be? It'd have to be. I don't know.
Well, it's not Varel. Varel's
not Varel.
proven to be.
Yep,
a
I'm good.
Companion.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I
Though
blew.
this conversation always makes me think of Dagoth Wave. You ever heard that?
No.
Excellent mix.
No, what is that?
Oh yeah. I'll post it here in the Discord for you to enjoy some time. It's lines from the old Morrowind, and someone remixed them into a song.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
That sounds great already. I don't even. I've never
love
heard of it, but I'm in.
Morrowind so much.
Dagoth Wave. What? Oh man, I love how memey Morrowind is, and to some degree the next one. What's the other one? What's the
That's amazing.
361?
Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion.
Oblivion. It's like on the backs of their character creators alone, they're like these memey ass games that are old as shit now.
Oh, I love Oblivion. It's better than Skyrim, in my opinion.
I heard this on your podcast, and it made me cry a little inside.
Better than Skyrim. I don't know if I can
Oh,
join you
yeah.
on that precipice, but
I feel like there were 2 things where I was like, if you held up the 3 that, because nobody should say, 1 or 2 or Daggerfall in the old ones, but if you said
Yeah.
like, okay, pick between Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, I feel like the obvious choice is Skyrim.
yeah.
The choice that I would go, yeah, okay, is Morrowind, and Kyle's like, it's Oblivion. I was like, what are you
Oblivion.
talking about?
I'm closer to Kyle than you are. I think Morrowind is really even just hard to even. It was hard to play then. I think it's just too weird. But you can play Oblivion now, and Oblivion has a way better. I like their talent and inventory system and like interface UI stuff way better than Skyrim. Skyrim is like text menu stuff. Sucked. I hated it.
I don't know. I modded Skyrim so bad. I don't
Well,
know if
that's
I
true.
can even justify what is the default experience for any of these games.
No, that's a
they
good
were so
point.
modded.
That's a good point.
I mean-
You can mod that stuff to hell and back on Skyrim, but
Oblivion's level up system was abhorrent.
yeah.
Like you were supposed to not sleep for days in order to maximize what you got in that level.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like Fallout 3 was the last organic RPG they made. Things have been a little too railroady since then.
Mm-hmm. That's
Well,
fair.
I'm with you on that. That's honestly, Kyle, that's what I like most about your podcast is because it's like listening to two people and getting to disagree with each of them about different things. Because there are times where I think it was for your last like Wall of Trials or whatever video. I watched that one and I'm trying to remember who was arguing for what. Oh, you were trying to save Lakshmi from going into trash.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, preach it, Kyle. You tell him. You tell him it doesn't deserve to be there. Absolutely. And what was it? There was another one that Garrett really liked, and you were kind of like trying to push down a little bit. And I was like, well, no, hold on. It's just a case where it's like I definitely fluctuate between the two. There's no like, well, I always agree with Kyle or I always agree with Garrett.
That's good.
That's fun.
That
I
makes
think
for a
it's fun
more
when
fun
you
show.
can-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
when you can pivot.
Hold on a second.
I did enjoy the cringe list. Unfortunately, I was playing with the baby, so I missed what a lot of the questions were, but I definitely was like, oh man, a lot of these apply to me. It turns out I'm cringy, you guys.
Sometimes.
Sorry.
But not really. Not always.
I apologize for my cringiness.
For all your
I don't know
cringiness.
if I'm cringier
Happens.
than Kyle, but I'm definitely cringy.
We've all got it in us.
We do. It's just a matter of when we let it out. It's all good.
Although I think Kyle had the best answer with what was it? You drew Pokemon fan art, but then you said it was for a game?
Oh yeah, no,
Or it was for a comic.
Yeah, I was drawing a comic.
That makes it all better.
I lied that I drew comics to soften the blow that I did Pokemon fan art.
That's amazing. I didn't hear about this. That's great. Also, I would like to see some of this Pokemon fan art.
It's in a memory box somewhere.
All right.
I can dig up.
Share that out, man. All right. I think we're good. Oh, Kristen, she's doing something.
Sitting down.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
everybody.
No, you're
Heads
totally
up.
Yeah, doing something, sitting.
Like railroading into third trimester here, and the baby's sitting a little heavy, so I might be up and down a bit today.
Yeah,
Oh,
we fail
good.
to appreciate it because we don't see it, right? So we're just like, head present, head gone. Must be something wrong. But
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm glad to hear you're there, but
Yeah.
also, of course, you should move around as much as you want. That is your prerogative.
Not
Even
just
if you weren't
horrible.
pregnant, that should be your prerogative. You should do whatever you damn well
It
want.
should be everybody's prerogative
Yeah.
to sit down if they want to.
Well, good thing you're pregnant, or else we'd have a real problem with this getting up and down business.
What do you mean?
I
you're
hold
gonna
myself
sit
to some
down?
high standards here.
Yeah, you're all good. All right, Bo, you set? You good here? Ready to rock?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I had no idea what to prepare for, so who knows what's happening today.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
Yeah, I like how you guys discussed it last night and today. You're like, we need to give Bo some time to prep.
I brought
do
it
this.
up like later that night.
Yeah,
To be fair.
to John's credit, he did bring it up earlier, and we just all got busy. But
So wherever we end up by the end of this 3 hours, it's not my fault.
right, it'll be
I
ours.
take no responsibility for it.
It'll be ours.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sometimes chaos.
I
is the way.
I just generally was been brushing up on my knowledge of since some discussion was about going to maybe find a realm. I've been looking at all the 12 outer plane realms and thinking about gods and
Yeah,
those kinds of things.
sure. It'd be
So-
funny if we didn't go any of those places. It would,
We just gave you a little net of research. We could be going anywhere in the outer planes,
Yeah, anywhere in the
Or-
multiverse. We narrowed it down.
possibly the multiverse, maybe Earth,
yeah.
but possibly different locations, and have some boss fights ready if we decide to fight a boss.
Yeah, there. That seems like no problem.
Can you just have all that ready?
Yeah,
for us,
all of that.
please, Mo?
Just multiverse worth of content. That'd be great.
Don't worry. It's a glue. It'll be some glue. If we get to anything too complicated, we'll
If we
see.
hit
I don't
the-
even
Put
know
a-
what's gonna happen.
just put a door.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Just
You
a
got- in
door.
the first
One
5
door,
minutes,
it'll
You might fall
kill
into
the
a hole
show.
of fire and be burned for all damnation. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
Could happen. Do like Doctor Strange and hold up your finger when you get the one option. You know what I mean? Like just do that. And then
That's
we
it.
know.
That's how we know
That we're there.
Like, we're on the right path.
Yeah. That's how I know everything. Someone puts a finger up. If you know what I'm saying. All right, let's do this.
Okay, it's time to start the show, Scott.
Oh, quick recommendation: watch Prey if you haven't yet. It's fantastic.
I
did.
did actually. It's good.
It's really, really
I
good.
loved it. I had a really good time. The music blew my mind. It's that lady who did all the Assassin's Creed recent 3 games. She's very good.
On Hulu?
Hulu is correct. Or theater. Some
Oh.
limited theater release, but Hulu is where you want to see it.
Disney Plus in Canada.
I was too busy watching Riddick last night. I love Riddick.
Oh, Riddick's
bad.
great.
Riddick
Love
is
it.
such a good movie.
Chronicles of Riddick is so much better than people think. Like, I kind of like it more than the first movie. Not Chronicles. Is it Chronicles? Is that the game?
Oh, Chronicles
So,
is right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick. I like that better than the first one, and I know that's like sacrilegious, but
The Riddick game was Escape from Butcher Bay,
that was a good
I
game.
think.
Yeah.
That game was awesome.
That game was
Botany
awesome.
Bay.
It looks like shit, but Botany Bay. All right, here we go. We're recording. Oh, yep, we are. All right, here we go. It's off to the races, everybody. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, I do have to remember the name of this new tea. Hold on. It's called Sins of the Solar Mines. All right, I won't forget. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome all to There Will Be Dungeons. We're going to play D&D today, and we're going to have a great time as we zero in on the climactic finale of whatever happens to our characters in the Waste campaign. So stick around and enjoy that in a second. But before that, I want to mention that our friends over at phoenixbrewtea.com/TWBD have released a brand new tea centered around our campaign, and it's called Sins of the Solar Mines. Go check it out. Sins of the Solar Mines. Now, how good is it? You'll have to find out for yourself. What was it almost called? Scars of the Solar Mines. But we changed it to Sins, and I don't know why. I just liked it better. Anyway, if you
Thins taste better than Scars.
That's right. Tasty
Yeah.
Sins.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, check it out at phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD. And now, without much further ado, let's throw it over to Kristen. She's going to catch us up on what happened last time on There Will Be Dungeons.
Last time on There'll Be Dungeons, lightning lurched, but the principal protected the heroes, ordering them into an orb where they could calculate their counterattack. According to the principal, Nash needed to be dealt damage for his purported power to prevail. Each lightning landed on Nash multiplied him until 95,000 let loose a barrage of blasts that destroyed Ketobelpraith, wiping the Weir from their world. Upon waking, they found themselves shackled to a rock in a room with the principal ready to hew Nash's heart, but Brent arrived, revealing their location to be hell. Stanley's wily words parted them from the principal, with Nash still intact. Brent ordered the organ returned, but further feats were delayed as the team took time to consider their course of action. Now rejoin our heroes and their forces as the battle rages for the fate of the wide and weird world of the Wastes.
All right, Bo, the ball is in your court.
Speaking of balls, a roulette ball goes tink, 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 tink. It hits a 6, and some people yell and shout at a table within a casino near where Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines, Valir Ornath, a.k.a. Stanley Billings, the Silede Prime, Queen Hopak Menos, and Varel Rasfim Keurig stand amongst chairs near a cocktail bar where a waiter, red-skinned and, with slight little horns and a little tail with a rag on it coming out to wipe glasses, is working. You're standing in a casino in hell. Giant braziers of fire adorn various doorways. It's a mix between medieval gold Gothic look and a modern Las Vegas casino with wallpaper and gaudy carpet that's well tended, and a pit boss that's looking around to watch for cheaters amongst the one-armed bandits. The sounds of machines popping off with quarters and jackpots can be heard everywhere, and as you just look around, it's almost dizzying the amount of people you see with toothy smiles and greedy grins, looking to satisfy their deepest wishes for avarice. When last we left, the party was plotting on their current situation with Asmodeus, aka Brent, allowing the party some time to enjoy the delights of Hell's Casino.
Cool. I'd say we were pretty deep in conversation then, so we probably found ourselves a table. If drinks were offered, perhaps they were had. But we did some off-air planning as a group, and
Yeah.
Varel as a character suggests little, but sits back and wonders mostly.
Did you order something to drink? What did you order to drink?
I assume this is a magical place, so I would have ordered coffee.
And to your delight, coffee was made available to you. That bartender has excellent service. You asked for coffee, and within seconds, boiling hot water was available. It didn't even come out unboiled. It seemed permanently boiled from the font that it came from. In fact, the water is permanently boiled in this fiery kiln that's transparent, so you can see the fire. And I don't know if Varel would appreciate this kind of thing, but the little delectable pieces of meats are floating around in the water. Although when the water is poured, it's purified and doesn't seem bloody or anything.
Excellent.
You observed the coffee making process was transparent for all viewers to delight in its preparation.
I imagine Stanley would have intended to order water, seeing little cups of water going around, and wound up with a martini by mistake.
Typical Stanley business.
Yeah.
The service here is quite good. The service here is quite good. If you would order something, you'd get it as requested.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he probably would have gestured, thinking it was water, seeing a clear.
Oh, okay. So you gotta. You for whatever reason you got the wrong thing. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, you got a martini. It was very red, with some little green traces, and had an apple, sweet tangy apple taste to it, in spite of it being mostly alcohol.
Hope is 3 shots of whiskey in.
Okay, so we're just partaking of the food here. No one's concerned. Everyone's like, drinks? All right, great. You've had shots of whiskey.
Were we warned about anything going in? Like, I don't know.
Nope.
Besides being in hell, general alarms there. But...
Yeah, good point.
Well, for now we are honored guests, and I think we're under the assumption that if we give the heart back to Brent, we are going to at least fulfill some deal, or perhaps be given leeway to leave of our own accord.
Yeah, I believe what we discussed last week, the heart being returned was a thing. The principal brought it back. The deal went south because Stanley, first of all, because the principal didn't completely fulfill the terms of payment. And then Stanley talked Brent into a better deal. However, the one remaining issue was, does Nash want to give up the heart or not? And so Asmodeus has left you on your own to discuss that.
No.
Go ahead.
He wants to do further business with you in enlisting your help to find a missing item that the principal didn't pay for. That's what you talked him into it. Like, you guys were the ones that found the hand, so you guys should be able to help with anything else he needs. And the principal sucks, and the principal was banished.
And hopes. So the triangulosphere, if that goes in, that cuts magic. So that would probably neutralize the whole lich stuff that the principal's got going on, which means we could then kill the principal, and that would send the principal probably directly to Brent, which means he could then deal with him. And that deal not happening with the eye.
Okay. So that's a great, well-formulated plan. I just want to put a general reminder here. If you're feeling uncertain about the effect of something, you can always roll a knowledge check to see if I can drop a hint or confirm something for you as well.
Hey, yeah, let's do it. I would like to make a perhaps a medicine to talk to Nash about his heart and what I've gathered over our journey.
Okay, so you want to like sort of interview or diagnose, get information about the heart through questioning him? Yeah.
Can I grant advantage with my medicine trait with I
Are-
have proficiency in it.
You have
so.
proficiency. Yeah. If you have training and skill, then yes. If you're vanilla, no.
So I'll just kind of hover behind Varel as he asks this and nudge him as he asks if he starts to go off track.
Okay.
Okay.
So what kind of questions are you asking? I'm just sort of curious for if, you know.
More
Do
so,
you-
I want to note it's a conversation I can have as table talk, but I'd rather do it in character if possible.
Yeah,
so
yeah, sure.
I'm going to attempt to use gather. I rolled a 1, so no. Yeah. All right.
Oh, what we can do it is for you if as long as you RP a question, I will give you a roll for each question and might help Nash with the information he provides you. or it's just Scott answering on his own. That's the game we'll play. So
Okay,
you
I'll
roll
roll
low,
the 1.
Scott just answers. Yeah.
I'll roll the 1 and I'll lean towards Nash and say, Nash, are you safe enough to be without your heart?
Safe enough. I mean, as safe as I can be with only one life. I mean, this essentially ends two things: my eternal regrowth each time I die, and it ends my ability to be a dragon, which has been helpful in the past.
You are prone to mishaps as well.
Oh,
Right, so-
tabletop, real quick. Is my floatiness still part of my DNA, or does that go away with the heart?
Okay, so I'd love to help answer this question, but we have a format we got to follow. Kyle asks the question, then Kyle, you do the roll.
All right.
If it's low, Scott just answers.
All
If
right.
it's above a certain amount, I can chime in and help Scott with his answer.
Okay.
14.
So this is high enough for me to help you, Scott.
Okay.
Your sense is that the DNA is, while your heart is part of the DNA encompasses your whole being, whereas your heart is just an important organ to the function of your being.
Okay. In other words,
In other words, yeah, you'll still be able to have underwear DNA. You're not losing your underwear DNA.
but I am losing my dragon DNA.
The dragon metal heart is to be removed from you. Yes.
Yeah. So I can't pop dragon is my point.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then what I told him is true, I guess.
I guess my question would be, Nash, no offense, but when it comes to using your magic, you have an innate skill because you lack any knowledge at casting the spells whatsoever. If you lose that heart,
Wow.
if you lose that heart, are you going to be able to still call upon magic?
As far as I know, yes. Do you need to roll anything for that?
If you ask a medical question of Nash, then you got to make a roll if you want me to help. If you don't roll, it's just Nash answering.
All right.
It's a 2023.
Right. You got to RP the answer back. So you're not sure.
Okay.
You're sure you're not sure.
All I know, Stanley, is I've never been without the heart in my memory anyway. And so I don't actually know, I guess.
The one thing you can retort back to him as well is that this may affect Stanley as a magic wielder as well. So you can throw it back in his face if you want.
Wait, how would it affect him as a magic wielder? My heart, I mean. Would
Oh,
it?
no, it wouldn't. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Oh.
My bad. Although I will give you the thought. The triangular sphere is meant to make the planet mundane, so Stanley would be affected too, potentially.
Oh.
Stanley's making more sense than Nash is, so I'm just gonna lean around Nash and talk to Stanley,
Okay.
and I'll gesture at all of Nash with a long lizard finger. Was all of this due to the heart, or is he like this, and the heart's keeping him going?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've cast healing magic on him, and healing magic that should bring him back to normal, and yet this is what we get every single time. So, getting a new heart, maybe he would look normal? Maybe he would be susceptible to whatever's going on with this, and now Stanley's gonna make a gesture of all of Nash.
This.
I will
Sudden-
stare deep into Nash's face, and with all my imagination attempt to see what he would look like without the pox and scars.
You like to imagine, eh? All right. Is there I think imagination might be governed under knowledge, right? Like you use that.
There's a mod in Skyrim for that. If you think the people are too dirty, clean them up.
That's great.
But not Oblivion.
No, not Oblivion.
I like that. I like that insight's wisdom related though. So if you want to glean anything from this imagining, use an insight check, please.
All right. 13. The question being, would Nash be handsome if he wasn't covered in pox and scars?
Which is a weird thing for your character to wonder.
Yeah, I would say that he looked like any other softling. So, and with Stanley as maybe a standard.
I'm like trying to imagine Nash as handsome. I keep being distracted by how handsome Stanley is.
Yeah. The answer would be probably not. At least definitely not as much as Stanley. Although there's still some room. There's still some question, but probably not. Stanley, as Varel conducts this imagining upon Nash, you are reminded, your imagination, your thoughts just suddenly take you to your time in the cocoon when you became Solele Prime. In case you'd forgotten, your mind is...
I still have forgotten. Even I know you told me something.
Oh, you still forgot? Or...
I don't remember what you told me.
Oh, headphones off for the rest of the party then.
Oh, man.
He
Kicked him out.
This is private Solele business. The voice there told you that Nash had to end. That he had to die. That's it. That's the reminder.
Okay.
As part of your becoming leader of the Elhendari, that this was an important thing you had to do.
What does that mean? I
That
wish
he
I
had to
could have
die?
asked the cocoon questions.
Sure, roll a well, it's insight into the inference of what that might mean, or
Sure.
religion. Religion might also work.
We'll do insight because it's one better than religion. That's a 9.
Yeah.
Although actually, I still have foresight on, so it's a 14.
Okay. This isn't the best determination, as questions are still in your mind. However, there's an acknowledgement that he's a tool that is needed, but a tool that is aberrant to nature. Like his very being is adjacent to demonic and abyssal corruption. Although he is necessary, he cannot be allowed to persist. He's a cancer upon the world, essentially.
But if he didn't have the heart, would he just be a normal? Would he just be a real boy?
That you don't know. That you got to figure out. Wasn't part of the message. Anyways, I'm gonna let everyone get back in.
All right.
Just wanted to make sure you were reminded of your mission. Oh. Sorry for the interruption, everyone. Please proceed. Stanley just put his finger up and had a thought, and then went, okay, carry on.
I'm scared.
I see you looking like a man. A normal man, perhaps.
What do you mean normal?
If what we gathered over our adventure is true, the heart is not natural, Nash, and it rejects you. Your pocked form, your diseases, may be cured this day.
Whose heart am I even getting? Am I getting a replacement heart?
That's a good question.
He said you'd be getting one. We could probably make sure it's not anybody like too bad. If that's a weird thing for you.
It's not so much that they're bad, it's that I don't know, I just like to know what the plan is. since this is, everyone needs a heart to exist. If I'm to continue on, I need a good one,
I'll give this free bit of information without a need for a die roll. And considering if it even comes from someone else, the pool of available candidates in this hell-like place, probably not great. Probably not good people.
Yeah.
Well,
the chances they're gonna find you a good person's heart in hell, the odds of that seem low to everyone.
well, that makes sense to me, and it's not so important that it's a good person for me. It's that will I survive? Like, is it going to be a shitty heart that's already got needs 4 bypasses and some old fart that died in hell or whatever? Like, I want a good heart.
I mean, I guess I just will say this: that's very Earth-like to think in heart transplant terms.
Yeah.
It is D&D. That might just be something magical and not a transplant. You guys, just if you want to stick to the transplant's concerns, that's fine. Just also throwing it out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You should ask this of Brent.
yeah, I would. I would say that too. I'd say I'll just ask Brent.
All right. Maybe someone wants to write down the questions for Brent so they don't forget.
Oh, well, I'll remember that one. It's my heart for hell's sakes.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'll keep out of it. You guys.
I just
continue.
imagine Nash said that out loud to himself, though. In lieu of nothing. Just,
I'll remember this.
you know what? I'm going to remember that. I don't even have to write it down.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's a big issue.
Yeah.
He's about
No,
to.
I
to
don't mean to undercut the gravitas.
He's about to take it right in the chest, and he's got to have, he's got to know.
I guess the true question is this, Nash. Are you okay with this? We have ways to try and get out of here without any sort of heart replacement, but I do think it means we're going to be pursued quite clearly by the forces of hell for the remainder of our days. But if it's what you want, if it's what you prefer, then so be it. That's what we do. But if you want to do this transplant, at least that might appease Brent enough to lay off when we get out of here.
But how comfortable are we with what we're handing him? Because this is, for me, the heart represents a couple of cool abilities, but for him, it may represent a weapon of mass destruction.
Well, it sounds like he's had it before.
He has.
If he's had it before, he certainly didn't do anything so untoward that he didn't give it up to help create you.
His desire to get it back, he just seems very zealous about it. If it wasn't anything, he wouldn't care, right? He'd just be whatever. But this means something for him and his goals. His obscure
that part
goals.
is weird too, because does anybody else find it odd that he's asking? We're locked in his domain. By his own word, he says he could kill us in a heartbeat. What does he really care that we say, yes, Brent, you can have this heart that you said no matter what you're going to take? Why is that?
Well, he likes making deals, yeah? So clearly we have something to offer him, or we might have something to offer him. And if he can get something more out of simply this weapon he has, why wouldn't he? He's a gambling man, I guess, and Hope will look around the casino.
As you look around the casino, there's like this large hurrah from one of the craps tables.
Vin Diesel just doing another one.
Yeah, Vin Diesel, the coke. Yeah, you glance over to the room full of coke addicts with a giant mountain of cocaine on it, and Vin Diesel's he's got so much cocaine on his face, he's almost in clown makeup at this point. This is really good cocaine, he says.
The best.
Family.
I live for this. All right. Well, sounds like we have our heading in a sense. We're gonna see if the heart being freely given back will give us the clarity and purpose to get on out of here of our own accord.
All right.
So should we summon him forth?
But how do we do that? We just say we're ready for him?
I assume we just say his name or think about him too much.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if just saying like, "Boy, we need to talk to Brent," and all of a sudden, there he is.
If you guys say stuff like that as if it's gonna work and Brent doesn't appear.
Okay, well, we tested.
We probably have to talk to one of his people.
Well, throughout the casino, you see that there's a few pit bosses patrolling around where the machines are. There's doesn't seem to be anyone really in charge in the mobile gaming room. Vin Diesel looks like he's the man in charge of the cocaine room. The orgy room is just chaos over to the other side of the area. So really, you got the bartender, and this place is not busy. You're the only people drinking here in this sort of open area place with chairs. There's the bartender and the few pit bosses that look like any sort of authority people.
I mean, not for nothing, but if we're not being heard, and maybe we're being watched, do we want to venture out a little bit, or do we just want to get this done?
Well, I think he's watching us all the time. So it doesn't really matter what we do. He'll know where we are and what we're doing. Not that that's a problem. We're not doing anything he doesn't expect, I suppose. But we can't be secretive in here. It's his domain where he'll see everything we do.
Yeah, but now we know he can't hear everything we say. Or at least, he's not showing enough interest to act on it. What if we just got up and left?
Yeah, what would be the...
Well, that was part of the original plan, was just to gate out of here, right? I think it's just... Last week you guys were discussing just taking off. And all that was standing between you and leaving was Hope doing an evil act.
And Hope, you have...
Shall I approach the barkeep?
There's been no...
Sure.
She
Yeah,
hasn't...
see
We
if
don't
we
want to
can
check
get
if she's had any
Brent's
change of
attention.
heart, right? We don't want to say, hey, Hope, you're still good with not doing anything evil, right?
Well, I think I have a way to get us out of here, to be honest. I may have a method, but it will take time, and I think we would need to try and call on their hospitality for a bit of a rest before we're fully able to do it.
Well, I could definitely use a rest. Actually, we haven't had a long rest since our...
I mean,
last encounter.
to be just blunt, I could do it right now, but it takes a good 10 minutes or so to prepare, and we all will be, all of us, vulnerable while the spell is being cast. So, we would need to be someplace private.
That is still us running away. And if we can complete this transaction, there's no reason why this lord of his domain would pursue us further. His deal was with the principal. And if he's still angry with the principal, all the better. The principal has no reason to attack Earth any further.
Well, we're not gonna know until we talk to him, so...
Very good. And I stand up and I walk to the barkeep.
Hello there, my good lizard folk friend. What can I get for you?
I wish to talk to the owner again.
The
Our meeting has concluded.
Oh, the owner of Hell's Casino. Is that what you mean?
Yes, the one everyone calls Brett or Brent. We're a little confused.
It's Brent,
Brent, very good.
I think. I will have a message sent to him right away. And he picks up a phone, punches a few numbers. Hello, yes, the Heroes of the Wastes here at the Casino Drinkery. Wish to speak to the boss.
Drinkery.
Very good, I'll tell them. The boss is quite busy at the moment. He said that you should partake from whatever of the delights you see here. We've got a cocaine room, an orgy room, we have a full casino. I do believe Frank Sinatra will be playing in the concert hall later tonight.
What manner of
Performance
beast
you
is
don't want to
Sinatra?
miss. Sinatra? Oh, he's a real fly man. Real groovy dude. I think you would dig it, kid.
This bartender is definitely from an era.
Yeah.
You say such natural things in such a disturbing way.
Yes, thank you. That's quite a compliment coming from you.
Should we remain here? How long should we expect Brent?
Well, you can stay here and drink all night, baby. It makes no difference to me, but there's plenty of things to do in the casino. I hate to see you waste your time just sitting here at the drinkery. It's kind of dead here. If it were me, I'd go see that Sinatra.
Thank you for the information. Friends?
Good looking out, baby.
Wow.
The barkeep spoke a strange language, but I believe he informed me that the beast known as Sinatra would be unleashing his greatest powers in the hall later on. He has the power of flight.
For the record, Varel, I've read enough books and seen enough stuff. I think Frank Sinatra was a singer, a bard, in his time. Yeah, he just wasn't a very nice guy, which is probably why he's in hell.
I see. I believe Stanley has that covered then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we have something in common. I didn't know Hell already had a bard, but there are many types of bard, as you know. There are some that are musically inclined with instruments. There are some that are, capable of great song. Me, myself, am a fan of oration, as it were. But, honestly, I think I'm too busy to meet with this Sinatra.
It seems we aren't. Brent, or Brett, the man was confused as well, is quite busy, it seems, and again suggested to us that we partake in cocaine, orgies, or Sinatra.
Well, what does everybody want to do then? I can't exactly say that any of those activities sound particularly appealing. I mean, maybe Sinatra. If he is a bard, maybe I could ask him. Maybe he's aware of a lyric that might be able to get us out of this situation. Where is Sinatra?
There was some sort of hall or arena suggested for his battle.
Maybe I can investigate that while we wait.
Hope you have the most experience in this place. Is it safe to linger here?
I've never felt like I was in any danger.
Very well then. To Sinatra.
Great.
Well, Do you know where it is?
Nope. I just start heading, like walking
Start
around
walking
a cruise
out.
ship. I just eventually I'll get there.
All right. Well, can you pick a direction though? There's an exit to the south and exit to the north where the casino hall is. Which
Does
direction?
Varel look like he knows where he's going?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, Stanley will look at the bartender that Varel talked to and said, "Where is the Sinatra?"
Oh, it's in it's in the main auditorium. You'll wanna head past the casino hall there, go to the front foyer, speak to reception. They'll set you in the right direction, I'm sure.
Great. As I follow Varel, I will tell him that that is the direction to the Sinatra.
I just pictured Varel just turning immediately, and, like he's gotten the right way the whole time. All right, so the party heads past the casino hall. You go past one-armed bandits. You go past blackjack tables. There's like, these sentient moose that are playing at a poker table, all kind of like just getting cold staring at each other, showing down their cards. You make your way to a large room, a front foyer of this casino that is all adorned in many glass facings, and the glass facings distort what's outside, which would be like fire, volcanoes, brimstone, and walls of pure living flesh being desiccated by this very realm. But it's all distorted and made to look nice, so it actually looks like a colorful rainbow of reds and pinks and oranges all throughout this room. Light spills all over it as a chandelier twists down, and there's a large stairwell that twists up. And at the front reception, you see a rather plump-looking demon in casino attire with a button-up white shirt and a sort of a short tie and a name tag and slacks, but otherwise plump and orange blotched skin with large elvish ears. Looking around, the valet sort of comes in and gives her a set of keys. She puts them down. She points to another client. She seems very busy. There's a bit of a lineup to see her. Do we march straight towards her, or do we head to the lineup?
This is to enter the theater, as it were.
You're in the reception area. So if you first go into a casino, there's like a large room, let's say. So that's this room.
So we just go straight to the theater, right?
Yeah, I believe I would be hand invited to this performance.
Yeah, they told us to have a good time.
Yeah, let's go
right to the theater.
Straight in. Get the best seat.
But you don't know where it is.
Oh.
So the barkeep told you to go to the auditorium to speak reception. They'll set you on the right path.
Oh. Madam, which way to the theater? The barkeep told us to find the way.
Get in line, please, sir. No jumping in front of the line. I'll be with you in a second.
No, I simply need directions to the theater. We can manage on our own.
In the line, please.
She's a real piece
And then there's an elf waiting. It's just that one elf he looks to and he says, "Yes, please wait in line. I was here first. Little spunky shit."
Stanley will walk past the line right up to her, and the bluish glow that makes up his majestic appearance will shimmer a little, and he'll go, "Madam, I'm sorry. Perhaps I simply didn't understand the custom. Surely you can answer a quick little question from me, as I would be ever so grateful if you would assist us, and then I can let you get back to all of them."
Just an intimidation roll?
It's an attempt at a charm.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd say persuasion, probably.
You're using a feature? Okay.
It's not actually using the feature, but I'm using my attractiveness to help persuade.
It's a very aggressive persuasion. Okay, gotcha. Great.
It's a 26.
Forgive me, I didn't realize you were so handsome. Well, I can help you, but there's a little price for helping.
Well, I am in a bit of a rush, but for you, I will certainly listen to whatever it is you're asking.
I'll give old Draggeth a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Stanley will lean in, give her a little kiss on the cheek.
You give her a kiss on the cheek, and it burns your cheek.
My
You
cheek?
It burns your lips, sorry, not cheek. You give her a kiss on the cheek, and it burns your lips. You take 3 points of fire damage upon your lips.
You know, I've had more painful kisses.
It smolders in. She goes, well, how can I help you?
Oh, we simply need the direction to the theater. We need to meet with the Sinatra.
And the elf behind you goes, excuse me, I was here first. She goes, you shut up. I'll be with you in a second. Please proceed down the hall, just that direction there. On your right, you'll see another hall, and that will take you to the ticket office.
Much appreciated. Stanley will give her a little wink.
The pleasure was all mine, sexy.
Oh,
Stanley will
jeez.
turn around, look at the other elf, and go, good elves go where they want to go. Loser elves wait in line, and he'll slap them on the cheek a little bit.
All right, and as you slap him on the cheek, in your other hand, you feel something press into it.
Look down, what is it?
Now you look down and open up, and you find a piece of paper in there.
Oh. All right. Well, let's head to the theater. Stanley will open it on the way.
Okay.
Wow.
So you guys make your way down the hallway, and you open up the papers privately to yourself. And you see room 53C, 8 p.m. on the paper.
Okay. Well, we'll pocket that in case we need it later, I guess. But it's going in the inventory.
Okay, great. So you make your way down the hallway, and as you make your way down this hallway, there are more people in like ball gowns, and there are gentlemen dwarves, and elves, and like demon-looking creatures. One particularly bull-looking guy with large horns and tuxedos, and they're a place where Sirius might fit in, by the way. And they are they are beautifully dressed in this hallway. And then you see that there's a lineup forming to enter in to the auditorium, and you see that when you turn around the corner, not in the lineup, there is a ticket office. There's like a glass booth, and inside with a little like fez cap is a demon with his pointy ears sticking out. He's looking all black and red and charred and coughing up clouds of smoke inside the ticket office. So the ticket office is full of smoke, but somehow magically it doesn't get out and pollute the rest of the casino. And the hallway's abuzz with discussion. Just you can't hear specifically what, but just a din of conversation as people wait in line.
All right. Well, I'm following Varel. How's Varel tackling this?
I'm approaching.
Not the type to want wait in line typically is my...
I don't think we've ever bought tickets for anything or really stood in any line. So
I don't think so.
I am approaching the doors. I'm even raising up my hands like I'm gonna double push them open.
Okay, well, so you go to double push them open, and they don't open. And then a lady, there's like a finely dressed woman, older, kind of a lot of lines in her face, and she puts a gentle hand on your lizard folk shoulder, and she says, "Oh, honey, you can't cut ahead of the line like that. You need to buy some tickets first, dear, and then wait in the back of the line."
Purchase.
Yes. And then she looks to like her male partner, who's also there with another couple, and they sort of look, and they all look at you. They're human. They go, "Yeah, Sonny, you got to purchase ticket. They got tickets where you come from, Sonny?"
But the cocaine was free.
"Oh, sure. Cocaine all over the place. The cocaine room. We spent some good times there ourselves, but, well, you got to wait in line to see the Sinatra, baby."
I hate... In real life, I hate
maybe-
club people, so this is all good.
Maybe you do. We are honored guests of Brent, and we were encouraged to go see the Sinatra, so I don't think the line is for us.
Hey, cocaine you can get anywhere. There's only one Sinatra, baby. Yeah, and the rest of the line. We're looking forward to this performance. We've been waiting for a long time. You better get your tickets now, Sonny, or you're not going to see the performance. of a lifetime, of all your lifetimes. And they all sort of laugh chillingly.
Is Frank
And
Sinatra going to be a boss? He is, isn't he? We're going to fight Frank Sinatra today. I'm so excited.
This
Hey,
is gonna
baby,
be
who
great, 'cause
loves
I know
you?
nothing about Frank Sinatra, so this is awesome.
Come fly with me, he'll say, and then launch some fire.
Cloudy when it rains.
I will turn back to my friends. It seems we may have overestimated our importance to this Brent. He does not have time for us, nor has he afforded us the luxury of seeing the Sinatra beast in a timely manner. We are yet one of his visitors, one of his many, many deals.
Well, you know, being treated as just another guest certainly doesn't make me feel more amenable towards making a deal. Maybe we just leave. We'll take our custom elsewhere.
Nice.
This does seem tempting. Hope, if we were to walk out of this place using magical means suggested by Stanley, would Brent be upset with us?
Well,
We are
you saw
busy.
how upset he was with the principal. He was willing to turn on him.
Well,
I think
sure.
being patient here would probably be in our best interest. Get the heart traded out, and then we go and protect our planet.
If it was really a priority, he would make time for us. Stanley's ready to go full Karen. I say we leave this place, and if he hunts us down, he has no right to be mad. We're the ones who've been wronged here. Us. We just wanted to see the Sinatra, which was an activity suggested by his own people.
It is true.
We could also kick the door open. Demand to see the Sinatra.
Overhearing your conversation. I'm assuming this isn't private. You're full
No, it isn't. Yeah, we haven't even left the line.
All right. So one of the patrons in the line says, "That ain't cool, baby. You gotta stay cool. Just relax. Grab yourself a drink. Get your tickets. You'll be in to see him in no time."
How much did the tickets cost?
Well, the price varies. It depends on who you are and who you know and what kind of clout you got, baby.
We're guests of Brent.
Yeah, we know
That's
Brent.
who we know. We know Brent. He brought us here personally.
Yeah,
A lot of people line up and go, "Ooh!" We said a large chorus. Everyone's super impressed, and you can't tell if it's serious or sarcasm. It's pretty sincere. That's pretty groovy, baby. We love it. Get in line. Everyone's kind of celebrating the fact that you're here. You just need to look. And then one of the men in the suit comes in the lineup and says, "All right, listen, baby. Can I talk to you privately, sir?"
You can talk to us. We're right here.
All right. The only reason I want to make it private is just for your own, save your own face, save embarrassment. Baby. You're being a little unchill, you know. You're being uncool. You got to be smooth like ointment, you know.
Ew.
Yeah, maybe not ointment. You got to be smooth. Smooth.
Bo rethought this one. It's like an ointment. He's all eternity to come up with his phrasing, and that's what he landed on. Huh?
Take a sip of this, goes down smooth like
Like ointment.
Ointment.
That's my mom always said.
You got to be smooth like peanut butter jelly.
Ointment
Sandwich,
makes the
you know?
medicine go down.
Makes the bread taste better.
Ointment.
You know, so just be cool, baby. You know, get the tickets, wait in line, and you'll get to see Sinatra. I mean, we got all the time in the world, don't we?
No.
We
What do you mean,
not.
no?
I mean,
we are
maybe.
still alive.
Yes. What he said.
Oh, well, that's groovy. And all of a sudden, everyone's eyes sort of starts to shift a little bit. It goes from delight and grooviness to a slight look of hunger. And you swear you see more fangs and teeth as they speak to like, that's cool, baby. Wait, you know what? Maybe we can get you ahead of the line. Everyone's like, one of the men in a tuxedo comes up and says, I think I know a way I can get you ahead up the line. I didn't know you were living. They let living people in much faster than us. What you say, baby? Want to come in?
I just want to go back and have some more whiskey.
Can't believe
No. Hey, girl, come. Listen, we're gonna take care of you, okay? We know a way that you can get you a VIP pass. You want to see Sinatra that badly? We understand. We all know a way. One of them licks their lips like way too long when looking at Taupe.
I'm gonna head back to the drinkery.
I definitely think something's up. You all are acting very strange and off-putting.
No, off-putting, no. Stay groovy, baby. We're here to see Sinatra. We can help you out.
I don't want to see the Sinatra. I want to speak to the Sinatra. I need to know if he has a song or limerick for plainer travel.
Look, I don't know Sinatra. I'm just a lowly guy waiting in line, but I have a friend I think can hook you up. Why don't you come with me this way back to my hotel room? I'll put you in touch with
Be
him.
the second offer of that.
I left the phone number up in my bedroom. You want to come with me there? And then like someone puts their hand on your shoulder and grips it just a little too hard, but it's like in mock friendship. And people start to gather closely to all of you from the lineup.
I'll tell you what. My friends and I would like to go get a drink. Stanley will reach into his pack. You can meet us in our room, and I'll hand them a crumpled up piece of paper.
Wow.
They look around. I need a deception roll, please, to sell that.
Well, it's gonna be good one way or another. It's a 32.
Okay. They buy it. They're like, yeah. One of them says, you know what, baby? I was really looking forward to seeing the Sinatra, but I think I'm going to go freshen up. I think something came up. Yeah, me too. One of them's like, oh, man, I think I'm coming down with a little sickness. I'm feeling verklempt. I got to go to my room, baby. Oh, honey, let me help you. And then all of a sudden, either they're, because they have more important things to do or they're feeling sick, the entire lineup walks out of the way and heads back to their hotel room to prepare for whatever it is they're going to do in the room you gave them.
Does that count as an evil act? Stanley just did it.
Like with my ring powered up.
Or do we have to wait until 8 p.m. tonight to find out?
Well, so first of all, if it was an evil act, you didn't do it. But I would say it's.
I think it depends what happens in that room.
I'm trying to think of the science behind this. It was definitely shitty. It's definitely shitty to, but at the same time,
eat us.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm just contemplating like the math here. I think no, it doesn't check out as this doesn't feel like a ring recharge, unfortunately. But close one.
Is everybody gone now?
Yeah, the lineup's gone, and there's these large red padded doors that are just there, available.
It's just us.
Dude, it's just you.
Now we can go see the Sinatra.
I no longer have a desire to see the Sinatra fly.
Oh, was he supposed to fly?
It was my understanding.
Well, that's not particularly impressive. I mean, hell, Nash can fly.
Damn straight. For now.
I got the distinct feeling they were hungry for our flesh.
Yeah, they definitely had a shift occur when they found out that we were living. Maybe we keep that mum around some of these other people.
Agreed. Well, Hope has returned to the bar. Let us assist her there.
Sure.
All that build up.
Back we go.
I'm guessing there's somebody listening who's like, I wanted to see Sinatra.
Somebody's very mad about the Sinatra deal. I don't know who, but someone is.
All right, you make your way dejectedly back to the bar. You notice, Stanley, that the lady demon that helped you at the desk has been replaced by some new staff member. And you make your way back to the bar for drinks. And the bartender calls it, "So, how was the Sinatra, baby? You have a good time? You seem to be back awfully fast."
Well, it was a little underwhelming. It turns out, it seems I was under the impression maybe he was a better bard than he is. The ability to fly is so mundane I haven't even committed my mind to trying to figure out its ways.
Well, how'd you get in to see the Sinatra? I heard last I heard it was a couple of decades before you could get in.
Oh,
what happened?
Jeez.
Well, we just went through the door.
They just let you in.
Yes. Look, I don't mean to oversell it, but we are very important clients.
Oh, okay. All right. Deception roll, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I love rolling deception rolls. 32.
Whatever you say, boss. You must be pretty special people indeed. All I do here is pour the drinks and don't spend too much time on the things. So let's hear it. What are you having?
Water for me. I asked for something else before, and it was not to my liking.
Sure. He pours water from the boiling hot cauldron. That's very beautiful and cool looking, and then he blows on it, and the glass turns frigid. And he gives it to you, and it's almost steaming because it's so warm in hell that you can see the condensation from the cold water. There you go.
Hopo that orders another whiskey.
All right, bottle from back. There. As he pops out the cork, pours the wine, slides the shot glass to you without spilling any of it, but slides it down the bar, puts it back on. You want me to keep this open for you?
Yeah.
All right, here's the bottle. He slides the bottle down to you too, and you give it a and stop it.
Food. What do you have?
I can have something sent over. What do you want to eat? It's got to have
Meat.
meat in it, though. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we serve anything that doesn't have vegetables in it, basically.
Good. We'll have the local selection then.
Oh, you want the special?
Very well, if that's what it's called.
All right. He gets on the phone. Hey, yeah, it's the drinkery here. Send me a special. You want a full special?
Absolutely. I am full special.
Full special, please. While I'm ordering at the kitchen, anyone else want anything?
I think we'll just take a look at the full special and go from there.
All right. Yep, just a special, thanks. You guys, you guys have anything you want to talk about? You guys are like, you're in one of the most fun places on earth, and yet you're hanging out here with me. I usually don't get this much business in a day. Everyone's gambling, or they're making deals and having their drinks sent to them. Nobody wants to spend time in the old loser bar in the casino.
Oh, this is the loser bar? Where's the winner bar?
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm a beer serving place. We send the alcohol and drinks out to people. People don't actually spend time here, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't have any money, and the orgy room, we already did that a day or two ago. I'm a bit orgied out, and I don't actually know what cocaine is, but it just seems messy.
There's other stuff too. This is just the first floor. This casino's got like 100 floors.
No,
What do you like
else?
to do?
Well, mostly we travel around and we fight evil and
Fighting. Well, then you should head on down to the arena. There's fighting pits, bottom floor actually. Then not only is there fighting pits,
turns and looks at Pharrell to see what his face is doing.
not only is there fighting pits, but there's also just beating up innocent people pits too. We got both kinds. You could just strap up someone you don't like that's powerless and just hit them over and over and over again. It's some people like that kind of thing, whether they're on one side or the other. That's the thing too here.
What if they're not powerless? What if they have weird powers like underwear DNA or the ability to sometimes become a dragon?
Well, we have all kinds of brokers. We call them fixers here in Bator, and they find something, a soul you want for whatever delight you might have. I mean,
No,
nothing is impossible.
these battle arenas, it's not going to be like a weird twist where we get down there and you're having us beat up like really like innocent creatures like animals and stuff
Oh,
like
I'm not in charge of any. Don't. I just have a proper humble drinker here, and I listen to what Brett, the boss, has to say. Shouldn't call him Brett. That's all I do. When someone finds themselves sitting here, maybe they're lost, maybe they're shy, I always encourage them to get out there. If they're here, it could be a lot worse, so they got to enjoy their time, So I encourage you to take full advantage of whatever carnal pleasures and delights you might want to partake in.
Is there perhaps an M Sport arcade here?
M Sport's a bit tame for this place, but I'm sure you could find someone who could set it up for you. The degenerates here love gambling.
I wasn't aware.
Go down to that floor with the fighting pits. Look for some gamblers. Tell them you want to take on someone. Tell them your credentials, and if they like the odds, they may make some book off you.
This isn't our first extra-dimensional adventure. I think we are looking to play this one a little low.
You are in the wrong place for low key.
I'm
There
aware.
is my opinion, while you're here, enjoy yourself. I don't know what your business is with the boss, but one thing I can say is he likes his partners to have a good time.
I await
mean,
the special, and I'll go sit down.
Stanley will follow Varel, talking the whole way, frantically. Look, Varel, I'm not saying we have to do anything, but I am saying that, like, hey, if you got in the arena, you could probably take on just about anything that they threw at you. We could probably make a little bit of money back if you, like, go in and just act a little hobbled. Like, maybe you got a limp from one of your glorious battles, and then we're like, oh, there's no way this guy's gonna win, but then we bet on you and they think they're taking advantage of us, and then you just cream something, and then we make a little money, you get a fight, maybe we get in a fight, I don't know, I haven't really thought it all out, but we'll be better off. It was expensive preparing for the principal battle is all I'm saying. They took my money. The elves took my money for supplies. I'm the leader of them, and they took my money to give me a bowl. I'm gonna need to buy more bowls at some point.
The barkeep laughs too. That sounds like a rough deal. I wouldn't want to do that.
Bartender, what kind of money do you have down here? Because I remember the subway took something like subway coins or something, but the Dr. Spider, he didn't have the coins, but he knew people on the subway or something like that.
Sure. Different realms have different names for it. Essentially, they're all made of the same thing. They're soul tokens. They're made of distilled, crushed soul. It might be soul tokens or soul coin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, I think sometimes it's called.
Still waiting for it.
Whatever they call it, it's made of the souls of the living, distilled down into a token. They come in different shapes and sizes. You'll find at the casino that they accept a lot of different kinds of currencies. We're somewhat of a currency exchange place. I mean, given that this level of Bator is all about the various types of greed and dealings that can be done and avarice, things that people desire, and currency. Well, I've seen a lot of people come in and out of here, and the curse and disease of currency is by far the strongest and most universal in all of all the species.
Slowly turning to Stanley throughout this whole thing.
I'm just saying, you all like to get... I don't want to be frightened. I don't want to be poisoned. Stanley, make us another one of your amazing breakfasts. Is not free, is all I'm telling you.
Interesting.
That's it.
Stanley, this man just described their currency as hardened souls.
Well, I know, and I can't give elves soul coins for bowls. So less interested now than I was before.
I would have you all know, you barkeep as well, if you desire to listen, that I am doing my very best to not burn this vile place to the ground. And by sitting here in this bar, enjoying what I assume will be an excellent special, I hope to maintain my nerves. For this entire deal reeks of evil, contracts, and insults the protection of our planet, of which I am here to do. I woke up this morning and had your fabulous breakfast. But I will remain calm here. For now.
Pharrell, what is your favorite meat? What would your heart desire the most, and what kind of preparation?
I mean, the most delicious meat I ever had was that Taras steak I had in the Weir. But beyond that, the sand burgers are that's like a guilty pleasure, right? Like it's not premium, but it is something I desire.
Okay. So what you get delivered is the Tarask meat your heart desires on a plate as a waiter comes forward and delivers you a large shank spread in a V shape with blood drizzle and sand sprinkled on like heavy salt and charred. Like, when you take pepper and put it on chicken and char it, it makes a carbon scarring. So it's carbon scarred with sand.
Nice.
Almost looks like glass sprinkled on there.
Nice.
It would cut a softling stomach, but this looks like a great challenge to eat. Yeah, diamond encrusted Tarask flank steak with blood drizzle.
Now see here. We have an excellent activity before us. If
That
you
looks
desire
real
to
good.
enter... Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment for my meal. Stanley,
Yes.
if you desire to go make your souls, do so without me.
I don't want to make souls. I just wanted to, I don't know, spend the time better. I'm bored. just want to make the deal and go. I don't even want to be in hell. I didn't want to be here. I don't even know how we got here.
Remain calm.
And I thought I was going to get to have a little bit of your meal, but it looks inedible to me.
Well, more for me then. I'll start having at it.
Stanley, why don't you order a special? It might be to your liking.
Barkeep, is the special always this, or is it something to our heart's content?
Well, our chef does pride himself on making excellent repasts for people. Yes, I would say the special is non-specific for sure. The jig is up. You're a smart one, Mr. Elfman.
How do they know what we like?
Well, baby, it's part of the magic of this place, you know? You believe in magic, don't you?
I do, and in fact, so much so that I know that it typically is held together by rules and logic, and it makes me concerned that Varel is eating an illusion of a Tarrasque steak and actually eating something else.
And do you think all of this is an illusion? This Vin Diesel character and his cocaine? You think that's an illusion too? I mean, how in touch with reality are you, Stanley Billings?
I begin to question that more and more every single day. Stanley is just gonna stare daggers at the steak that Varel's eating.
I'm but a humble...
Fake, I will, as they say, lose my shit. But it is good. It is very good.
I'm but a humble barkeep, baby, but one thing I've learned working in this place is things are as real as you want them to be.
Stanley's gonna cast the spell magic on the Tarrasque meat.
Okay, let's read the spell.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one... Oh, it has to be a creature.
Does it? No.
Wait, no, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, there it is. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. On a successful check, the spell ends. So if it's a 3rd level spell or lower, it's gone. If it's above that, I have to roll.
Okay. You have to roll.
Oh boy. Let's see, I'm rolling with advantage on these at the moment. 23.
You cast the spell magic upon the plate, and the diamond-encrusted Tarrasque meat melts into a pile of humanoid intestines, desiccated bats and bugs, and what looks like either liver mounds or shit mounds, or maybe a little bit of both.
Ew. Both liver mounds and shit mounds?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, listen. No magic spells in my drink here. We got a code of conduct here, all right?
Clearly, you have very high standards.
This is the chef's doing, not mine. This is the first I've seen of it. We don't appreciate people not being cool in here, okay? I'm very sorry about your dinner. And then he takes the plate. He picks up the phone. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I'd like to register a complaint from one of our clientele. You served them intestines and shit kidney plate. Can you get them a proper plate of food? I'm really upset about this, actually. This isn't normally what we do. I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to split some ass open and pull some spinal cords out. if you mess this up again.
Can I do an insight check to see, or perception to see if he's actually talking to anybody on the phone, or if this is just theater for our benefit?
Okay, yeah, sure. Perception. Yep. Go ahead.
25.
Okay, you strain your ears, flexing them, and you hear,
Very sorry. Never remember to do that, sir. I'm very sorry. Please don't hurt us. Please don't hurt us, boss. We didn't mean. We thought this is what you wanted.
listen, you gotta be cool, baby, all right? I'm trying to run a drinkery for my clientele. Send proper... I don't care what it takes. Go to wherever you have to get to. Contract whoever you have to do. Get that... I don't care how hard it is to get Tarrasque meat. Then find a Tarrasque substitute, okay?
That's how we deal with the creature in the earth. It's like I had to kill it for your dinner, bro.
Problem solved.
1 second.
Yeah! Wipe our hands of it.
Hey, baby, I'm very sorry for the misunderstanding. In order to cut costs, running an operation like this is expensive. They do sometimes use some less than pristine ingredients, all right? But first of all, we'd appreciate if word of that didn't get around, so you keep that quiet, okay? And second, we're going to fix that for you. We have someone getting you a proper plate of food with the real thing coming up. If you just don't mind waiting, and as by way of apology, free drinks on the house for you this evening.
Dang. Stanley, the drinker, is thrilled, probably.
Oh, not for Stanley, for Varel.
I literally have water.
Oh, is it just for...
Why
you the
am
one
I
that
being
usually-
called the drinker?
Aren't you the one that usually drinks all the... I don't want to have that in my
No.
He
head.
was a
Hope
drinker for a
does.
little while, but Hope's the drinker. Hope's the
Yeah.
drink.
Oh.
Hope's the
The lush.
She's the
The lush.
sauce getter.
yeah.
Your pledge to rip ass has greatly calmed my nerves. I will await this replacement meal.
Very good. He picks the phone back up. All right, the client will gladly wait, but you need to get it done now. All right? And Stanley, you can hear, yes, boss, is there anything else, boss, I can do for you? I'll be disappointed. Don't disappoint me again. Or, well, you'll never be heard from again. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Does me ordering lunch count as an evil act?
Nope. And remember, Hope's got to do the evil act. Not you guys. I like how you guys were trying to do the evil act, but you don't have the ring attuned to you. All right. I think while you wait for your replacement lunch and hang out in Hell's Drinkery in the Hell's Casino, we can take a break.
All right. Perfect
On a
time as
midway
any.
point.
Yep.
I love it. All right. We'll be back in 10. Everybody watching live, everybody at home, you'll just hear it as if it never had a break. We'll see you in a second. Let's see here what we got. Gonna unmute everybody. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. We're
Oh.
back. Back again. Whoops.
Yeah, that movie Prey was awesome. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, it was great. I was, I had high hopes, but it exceeded them.
Yeah. Now I actually like Predators. I think that movie's actually pretty decent, but
Is that the
I think
pianist guy, a broken nose guy?
Yeah,
What's his
I
name?
think so.
Adrian Brody. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's all right.
I think that one's actually pretty decent. So I'm not of the camp that there's only ever been one good one, because I think Predators is actually pretty damn good. But
Yeah.
this, I don't think there's going to be any debate. I think there's people who like Predators, there's people who don't like Predators, and I think that most people, if you like Predator, will like this movie.
Yeah.
Unless you're weird.
You might, yeah, if you're weird, you might not like it, but I thought it was rad. And I don't know what I expected. I expected it to be good, and I had high hopes because I like everything Dan's done since he started directing things. But what I didn't expect is for the music to be so freaking epic. I didn't expect the sound design to be so good. And it really just gets to the heart of the original Predator, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And there was
Yeah.
only one cheesy the one I noticed, the cheesy throwback was her brother, while they're tied to the stake being bait, he goes, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Or whatever.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
went,
it was
oh.
a good throw. Well, there's also a cool throwback to Predator 2.
Yeah.
Because the pistol is the pistol from that movie.
Oh,
But,
I didn't. Right. Oh, is that why they showed it longingly? Like, here's the thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I get it.
But I mean, I also think that line is innocent enough that you can get away with it, right?
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody says something, you say that. It's just, it didn't feel forced to me, but yes, it did make me go, oh, it's from the movie.
Yeah.
So anytime you go, oh, it's from the movie, you're at least acknowledging that you've been pulled a little bit out of it.
Yeah, that's true. But I had really good time with it, and I thought the design, little tweaks to the design on the creature itself are really cool.
Yeah.
I thought the final moments were way better than they could have been. Like some
What's
of that new the Predator movie,
the new Prey movie.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah.
cool. Recommended.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess this would have been, quite a ways in their past too. If it's in the past for us, it's in the past for them. So I like that the technology was different, and it's not just like, no, they're exactly the same as they always were.
Yeah, that's all they want to do. It's just travel through the universe, be a badass, and kill people, and all their tech is there to do it. First, they got to kill a wolf and a couple of bears, but yeah, it's cool. You guys should see it. All right, Bo's back. We're back. Everyone's back. Woo! Let me start off this thing here. Okay, we've returned. Let's take it back to Bo, who will help us through wherever we're still in the restaurant. We're still dealing with food.
Yes, and on that note, returning is a cocktail waitress, Varel, with the Tarrasque flank. Prepared same as before, diamond encrusted, splayed upon a plate, with blood drizzling from it.
Stanley, if you would be so kind.
Oh, sure. I'll cast Dispel Magic on it.
All right, burn your slots and make your roll.
Oh, I still have to roll. Uh-oh. Doesn't look very good for you. All right, let's roll 1. Let's roll 2. 23 again. I believe it was the same roll as before.
There's no magic to dispel upon this. As the spell is cast, the flank stake remains intact.
Thank you, Barkeep.
No problem. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience in the first place. As I said, free drinks for you for the mishap tonight. Partake. Enjoy yourself.
Then
Only
something
live
that'll
once, baby.
soothe these nerves of mine.
How about a tall wine glass of our finest blood?
Very well. I believe
It
I
gets
drank
it-
blood somewhere else too, so that's not. I think that might
Well,
have
it
been
wouldn't
in
be
the
your
weird.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets out a decanter and pours a thick, clear, bright, shiny blood liquid that almost seems like it sparkles.
Ew.
Gluk, 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 into a large goblet.
Thickened liquid.
Puts it on the table before you. Tell me what you think of this fine beverage, Varel.
I will sip from it, but kind of in a pour into my jaw kind of way.
Sommelier style.
Or like I like let it pour in.
It's delicious. It has it's rich in iron, and you can taste the iron strongly with nutty notes of like some sort of walnut or tree nut in there. A fine combination with the iron as the tanginess splashes around your mouth.
That is delicious.
I'm glad you approve. We have lots of that here. All you have to do is ask.
Well, friends, I have found my activity in waiting. I will be here. Enjoy your sins, Stanley, if you decide.
Oh no, I'm gonna see about finding a way for us to make it back home should things not go amenable with our meeting. And Stanley's gonna kind of sit quietly. He'll stay by Varel in the party, but Stanley's gonna be concentrating, coming up with magic in whatever way Stanley seems to put it all together. Looks a lot like somebody doing math.
Okay, so you sit and you do evil math, I guess. Varel's drinking blood. Hope, I assume you're just there drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
So we zoom in on. We
Can't
zoom
have
in
me
on.
right now, so hope
She's
you gotta
stoked.
drink now
Yeah.
for me.
We, nice. We zoom in on Nash.
Great. Zoom
What's
in.
Nash doing all this? You've been very quiet.
I'm just sitting there chilling, watching it go down.
Are you just staring into? I just picture you staring into space. It's a dead look.
A
on your
little
face,
bit because, I'm about to lose a heart, and it's all I can think about. Like I'm literally going to give away the core of a human being's core is its heart, and I'm about to give that out away. It's intense.
All right. So we have what everyone's doing. An hour goes by. Two hours go by. Stop me at any time.
Guess we can benefit from a short rest day.
You may.
Oh, that's nice.
3 hours goes by.
Heading toward a
4
long rest.
hours goes by.
All right, that would be about the max of my patience.
5 hours goes by.
If Varel is getting bored and is no longer focusing, I imagine Stanley cannot focus either anymore. As they were sitting near each other, and I can't imagine Varel is letting Stanley concentrate on much.
Nash is probably nodded off. He's not going to be awake for that. He's just chilling.
All
He
right.
doesn't drink, so
6 hours goes by.
At a certain point, when do we just do the we're just going to leave option, or I don't know, barkeep? Is it the same barkeep?
Yeah, he's still there. He's cleaning glasses. It's looking friendly. Doesn't seem
Hey.
to tire or get bored.
Well, this is taking a very long time. Do you have a place where we can lay down that isn't an orgy room?
Well, we've got hotel rooms here if you wish to wait in the hotel rooms. But if you have the energy for it, baby, I recommend we gotta find something for you to do. It's gotta be something you like. I know a lot of the places here because people usually end up here, and then I give them a suggestion, and then they're having a good time.
Okay,
So-
what do you suggest for someone who's been waiting an obscene amount of time, is very tired, is low on hit points and spell slots, as Nash calls them, and would like to feel refreshed and rejuvenated in, say, about 8 hours or so. What activity comes to mind for you for someone who enjoys that?
How about some kind of carnal massage where someone can compliment you and your features?
No, I don't think I can take 8 hours of carnal massage. My tissue is soft and delicate.
Oh, it would be nothing but the finest pleasures of the flesh for you. You
Cast a
deserve
spell
it.
on those pleasures.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the hotel, actually. Just sleep is what I'm thinking we're gonna do.
Well, if you wish to take a hotel room, just make your way to reception and request a room from them.
This isn't gonna be a line and give us money situation, is it?
There may be a line, yes, but hey, things take time. Maybe if you tell them that the boss is waiting for you, they'll cut you a discount.
Oh, it is a money situation.
I don't know, is it? Normally it is.
I choose to go to a refreshing swim. Surely this place has a body of water sufficient.
You seek water in this place. Very rare commodity.
Ah. Not so different from my own home, then.
Perhaps we can pass the time then. Why don't you tell me something of yourselves? You're travelers of the plains. You must have seen things. Regale me with the tale.
Friends, I have done my best to be patient, but I'm wearing thin.
We could just curl up in the floor here. Maybe take a bench. Nobody really comes in this place. No offense. She'll look
I
at the
will-
bartender.
I will lean over. Is Vin Diesel still going?
The whole cocaine room is popping off. Everyone's scratching their necks furiously, doing cocaine.
How? They've been going for hours. This place is some sort of illusion.
They've been
Oh,
going
probably.
They've been going for eternity. You're not in the mortal realm. Gotta remember that. And the same applies to y'all. I bet you could last a lot longer out here at your favorite activities than you would back home. Think about years and years of endless pleasures awaiting at your fingertips.
Well, I
would
cast
you
my
not
vote
do?
for heading home, and if Brent wants to talk to us about a heart, he can talk to us when he's actually available.
An elevator. Everything important is at the top of an elevator. I will find an elevator, and I will find Brent. And I turn to leave.
The barkeep lets out an exasperated sigh. Ugh! Okay, I've had enough of this. And he slams his hands on the table and poof, turns into Brent.
This whole time? Nash would say.
Does Nash say that?
Yeah, Nash says that.
This is-
Are you kidding me? You were Brent the whole time? You didn't tell us?
You guys are exasperatingly dull. I gotta say, I can't. Whole casino full of pleasures, not a single thing? Not even you, Hope?
I've lived plenty.
All right, since you want to just get down to business, fine, let's get down to business. All right, pull up a chair.
Well, now we're tired.
Let's get down to business.
But no, I wish to conclude our business. Stanley, your pettiness will not stand in my way.
But it's fun to be petty.
It really is.
Let's get
Pride
down
is
to
time
business.
consuming.
You know, I gotta say, Stanley, you made me feel really excited about this potential partnership when you said all those words, and then, well, now that I hit on the sidelines and see what you guys really are, you guys are boring. Not a single delight. Not a single fight. Just want to go home and watch TV. Ugh. It won't be me you'll have to suffer through. It'll be someone else. It'll be someone else's problem. That much I can say. But let's do this. You have your questions. Let's go. I want the heart, and you can be on your way.
Wait, so it's that simple? I mean, how do you take the heart? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, yeah, we got questions.
All right, let's hear them.
Nash, go ahead.
How is this surgery? Are you magically removing it? Whose heart do I get in exchange?
We'll take the heart, and I'll give you a replacement. You only got the one, so take care of it.
Is it a good replacement, or is it going to freaking break on me?
It'll be stitched together of your own flesh.
That doesn't make any sense. You mean but it's still somebody else's heart.
Nope, it'll be stitched together of your own flesh.
So you're taking other parts of me to make a heart?
I can stretch you to make you a heart, yes.
Ew.
Nash, look at yourself already. Is it really
Okay, fair enough. Is it going to hurt?
Yes.
How bad will it hurt?
Pretty bad.
All right, thanks for the specifics.
Is he still going to be able to do magic spells and whatnot?
Oh, I'm sure he will be, but he'll be back to his old self. We're not doing much. I'm just taking the heart out. We'll patch him back up. Give him some more time to sin, and then you can come back here when you're good and ready.
So why not just take it?
It's a good question. You don't have much religion where you're from. Much education on what all of this is, and to be honest, I'm no teacher. So you're going to take the deal, and my reasons are going to be my own. And if there's something I can do for you, I have work that needs doing, and we can talk about that. I can already tell from talking to you, though, you are very cowardly.
Oh.
You said that to the wrong lizard. Easy for us.
Brent,
He's the devil.
I stand on the precipice of saving my planet. If I require patience in this moment, then that is the greatest heroic act I can perform. I will not be insulted by you during this time of great victory.
Be that as it may, just keep in mind that another man's loss, or one man's loss, is another man's gain.
Yes, you're taking the heart, and you get it.
Oh, no. See, if we don't work together, baby, I'll find someone who will.
He keeps calling you that.
Nash whispers in my ear like a little demon on my shoulder.
Keeps calling.
I don't like it. I don't like anyone calling someone baby that much.
We have spoken at length about what could be possible here. Our understanding is that the principal is the one you made the deal with, and as such, his deal is still present with you. Why do you desire our inclusion in this little family you're creating?
Because Hope went out on a mission for me. And I know she still has potential to be a fine lieutenant in my army. But she seems to have faltered because of you three. It seems when you three are around, she decides she wants to be good. You're keeping her from her true potential, but hey, she's a mortal with a will of her own. When you die, Hope, we will then decide where you will end up. and I hope it is here with me, away from the influence of these do-gooders.
Well, we'll just have to see.
We will, won't we? Regardless, if you're not interested in any dealings with me, I know a metal man who still is.
That doesn't narrow things down for us.
You know who I'm talking about, the principal.
The principal no longer has purpose. He wanted to defeat the Weir, and we have done so. Why doesn't he not fly into space?
Oh, he's made himself so sick and twisted. He's a metal. Chrome is a metal that's easily pliable. I'll find a way.
Well, I wish you luck with that. Knowing what I know about the principal and knowing what I know about the place where the item you're looking for is, he'll never get it for you.
Perhaps he just needs to have his feet set in the right direction.
No, I think
Yep.
it's more of a literal can't make it happen.
Well, if he can't make it happen, I'll find someone who will. After all, I'm sure it's more than an old elf man that brought you to Pentel Vice. Isn't it, Hope? Last chance.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Very well. Consign yourselves to your fate. Hell's got no more business with you. He snaps his fingers, and Nash, your heart erupts from your chest instantly, as your heart floats out in front of you.
Jeez.
Do you willingly give up your heart, or do you fight this?
Well, he wouldn't be expecting it to be that brutal or that immediate, but
Yeah, like basically everyone can see your chest, like just this giant flesh thing start to pull, and skin and sinew start to snap. And I'm giving you an opportunity to resist or to go along. This is the moment of your choice.
Jeez. It's the abruptness that makes me want to resist, but that would be like, someone says this is gonna hurt? No, and then they do something and it hurts. So you kind of naturally, your instincts are to resist.
Mm-hmm.
But I would know. You know what? I'd let it happen.
Okay,
I'm not
You
gonna
let it
resist.
happen. The dragon metal pacemaker ticking. It's got like a valve on it. It's going. Tick, 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 tick. There's all these pulleys on it, and then like as the veins burst out, blood spews everywhere.
Yeah.
And he grabs the heart with one hand, and then with his other hand he shapes your flesh as like all of your veins and sinews wrap around, creating a flesh-like heart. And within seconds, it's like boom, 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 and the first few blood spurts everywhere, but then the arteries close over, and then it pulls back into your chest, and like tying a shoelace, your flesh chest just ties back up, and the heart,
So it's out.
it's out.
Is it floating?
It's floating, and he takes it in his hand,
Yeah.
and he says, and he leaves you with final words saying, "Let's hope we don't meet again until the afterlife." And he snaps his fingers, and you're gone.
He's gone or I'm gone.
You're gone.
Where am I?
Everyone's gone. Everyone snaps out of the place into blackness, and immediately they fall into the ground in the desert of Earth.
Oh, that was an ordeal. I hated it. I'm sure glad we waited around for Nash to ask his very important question he wouldn't possibly forget. What was the question, Nash?
Well, he did it faster than I could ask it. He didn't. There was no delay. He just got right to it. I didn't expect that. I didn't have time.
I shall add Pharrell the Patient to my list of accolades. No greater ordeal have I survived than the boredom surrounded by Vin Diesel. I didn't know it was Vin Diesel, actually. Boredom I survived, showcased by the sins of the flesh in your human minds.
How are you doing, Nash? How are you feeling?
How am I feeling, Bo?
I don't know. How are you? You mean like you
I mean,
physically?
am I weakened by this at all? Do I feel the same?
Oh, you feel the same. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I didn't. Okay, I thought you meant your emotions.
No.
Yeah, you're physically you're fine.
I would I would immediately just in the air throw a firebolt in the air just to see if the magic's there. Just cantrip that shit and go.
You successfully toss a firebolt into the air.
I've still got magic, and then I will attempt to float a little.
You're able to float.
All right. I'll hold all those thoughts, and I'll even try dragon later, but not now. I'm feeling fine, Varela. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It feels kind of normal.
I asked, but I'm sure
Oh, sorry.
happy to know as well.
Stanley. You look so much alike. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I'm okay. I've got my magic. I feel okay. I just don't think I can die.
All right, well, I would say go ahead and keep, just be alert. If you need anything, let me know. We can always work healing on you if need be. Does he still look atrocious?
Well, yeah, how do I look? Do I look any better than I did?
Yeah, there's no change. No change.
Okay.
Remove the dragon metal heart from your inventory, please.
Oh, shit. This feels weird. Where is it? There it is. Oh, this feels so weird. Taking it out. All right, I'm taking it out. Whoops, it blinked funny. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, it's out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It is done.
Pharrell is literally pounding sand, like off in the distance, just kicking sand and taking it out on the desert.
Pound sand.
Your earpieces light up. Hope. Solala. What? You. It's fade and it's cutting in and out.
I don't have my earpiece anymore, so I don't hear it.
Somebody must have their earpiece. Did you all take them out?
I took mine out.
No, I took mine out and gave it to Union when I was like, hey, get out of here. So it's smushed.
Yeah,
now.
smushed.
I still have mine, I think.
I don't think I have mine.
Hope would still
Maybe I
have
do.
hers.
Yeah, you did that whole casino thing with an earpiece taped to your...
To your ear hole. The desert wind is cool and refreshing, but soon sweat builds up on the softlings. It's exceedingly hot, and the sun is bearing down harshly upon all of you.
What does it take to re-summon the ship/cabin?
I think the summoning is on the item. Let's have a look here. In the Mask of Elton 4. Provides an attuned wearer with the captaincy of a manned Dr. Cruz. Transformation can happen at will. Care must be taken. Yeah, so you're still attuned to the item, so you can summon the ship.
Okay. I can summon it as the cabin first, too, right?
Yeah, so right, so it's a ship. The baseline form is an airship. You can transform it into an inconspicuous cottage to hide it.
Oh, okay. Well, for right now, I guess we'll call forth the ship. Give us a place to hide from the heat.
So you walk forward and with your mind, like maybe touching the mask with a hand, focus in on its magic, and the Fate 6 reappears in the sky. its propellers spinning in the air.
Well, that's a relief. That's it.
It's a relief. All right, hang on. I'm bringing up the.
Let's get on it and long rest it up there.
Hope will relay that she's getting voices in her earpiece.
Oh. Are we close enough to the solar mines then? I have no idea where we are.
Me neither, but clearly we're close enough. And Hope will start trying to talk back.
Okay, you make an attempt to speak into it. Where are? You get the feeling that the communication is not very effective, but you can hear speaking on it.
Cool. Yeah, we'll need to find the direction to go.
All right. Well, for now, I'm gonna get aboard this ship because it is miserable out here. Pharrell, you seem happy. You can join us when you're done.
Then they fed me shit.
The airship begins descending and reaches the ground. The shade is welcome. Ladder is lowered. Uncle Sever appears over the side. Oi! Nephew!
Good to see you again, Uncle.
Still alive, I see. That's
Well,
right, good.
Still dead alive? I don't know exactly
Get on
what
up
to
here.
say, but happy to see you again. I was worried. I didn't know what happened when this thing explodes, as it turns out.
It's a different kind of living what we got up here, but it's good. Get on up!
All right, climb aboard.
All right, you climb aboard, and most of the Ghost Pirate crew is still there, but there are many faces missing, including the navigator in particular. Right, nephew, we suffered some losses. We're sorry to say, but is the job done?
Unfortunately, no. We had a bit of a complication, and we found ourselves teleported to, well, far beyond where we were. But we've made our way back, and we're ready to finish the mission.
Well, do you know the direction of this place? We're just trying to get our bearings now. Perhaps you can look at the map here, and he, beckons you to go down to your captain's quarters where the map is. Come on down, we're going to figure out where it is.
All right, and we'll go ahead and leave the ladder down for now. I think Varel is taking out some much-needed frustration, and once everyone's aboard, we'll get underway. I'll head down.
All right, everyone heads down. As you head down, you see Gorgeous Georges is okay, and he goes, Georges! And he goes to give you a hug. Captain Billings. And of course, ectoplasm's right through you.
Good to see you too, Georges.
Yeah, so the rest of the party clambers on top of the boat and makes their way down to the captain's room where Uncle Severs is. Excuse me a minute. And he goes into your cabin, and remember, the ghost here can manipulate objects associated with the ship, so he's able to pull out a map and spread it upon your table and open it up. And I've opened up the map in in Roll20.
Let's take a look-see here. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not quite sure where we are, where you've summoned us. We need to get the lay of the land and find any landmarks in this godforsaken desert, perhaps a mountain range or something to orient us.
Yeah, the communication devices are still working, so we know we must be at least somewhat close to the solar mines where we were, but not 100% sure what the range is on that. So I say we take the ship up until we can get our bearings and then make our way back there.
But was this a new map, by the way?
I don't know. I made this at the start of season 2, I think.
I don't remember it being this, detailed. It's really good.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it has been this detailed for a long time.
I haven't seen it in too long. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I think it's probably been a few years since anyone's maybe looked at it.
Yeah,
but,
it's been a bit.
We got the Toe Rippers and the Great Principal City and Bulletsburg and Clench, Hobbleholm.
It looks great.
There's Vic, Dick, and Gick.
Yeah. thick dick and what?
Vic, Dick, Gick. It's a town. You haven't been to it, so you don't know.
I don't ever want to go there, ever.
You don't want to go to Vic, Dick, Gick? All right, maybe Keepingo Melway is more your speed. All right. Yeah, so the current situation would be that in order to get your bearings, you probably have to do some landmark checking or exploration. You're not quite sure where you are.
All right. I'd ask Hope to keep checking comms, see if it's getting stronger or weaker, and have her, I guess, because we don't have somebody navigating, pilot the ship around till we could get an idea.
Cool. Hope will keep on communicating what she's hearing.
Okay. Uncle Sever says, have you got a tracker among you? Maybe someone can get a lay of the land?
Varel should be skilled at that. Varel, do you want to keep an eye out for any landmarks that might be to our benefit?
He's not on the ship. Who are you talking to? You hear
No.
outside, I was fed. Shit. Varel is yelling outside, pounding sand still. He hasn't gotten in the boat.
Varel, we're now becoming the bored ones waiting for you to vent your frustrations. We need you.
Stanley? I'll point up at the ship. Wherever he is. I have done my best. I didn't even get to see the Sinatra. I will be with you in time.
Look, I'm as disappointed as anyone. I wanted to see the Sinatra. I was with you. I was bored too. But I'm up here, moving in a positive direction, and you're down there being a mopey lizard.
Mopey. An entire dimension based on the guilt of human beings. I've read of these sins. They make no sense. They are perfectly able activities that all should enjoy and in moderation. Yet you find yourself with guilt for them. Useless. A useless dimension, Brent. Your dimension is useless. I'm okay. Okay, it just should have just been done when we punched the principal into space and I walked back onto the ship.
All right. Georges sees you get back on the ship and he goes, Georges!
Not now, Georges.
Georges?
It's not you, Georges. It's fine. Just require time.
Georges, and he comes up to you and he sort of puts his hand on your back and does this to you. You don't feel anything. He's a ghost, but...
Varel the patient, they will call him. Yes, Stanley, what is it you desire?
Well, we don't know where we are. You're good with the lay of the land. I was thinking maybe you could keep an eye out and help us identify any landmarks so we can figure out where we are and where we need to go.
Very well.
Look, I'm honestly happy you're very upset. Save this energy, because we are going to be punching the principal in the face, and I need you at peak punching power.
There's a sort of revenge in that, isn't there? Taking his right-hand man to do his bidding with the eyeball and whatnot.
Yeah, and think about this. When we left, he said he was going to use the principal again. So you're not only messing with the principal's plans, you're messing with Brent's plans, too.
I like the sound of this.
But first we need to know where we are. So, Hope, if you will, I'll also keep an eye out. And I will aid in that, as I have pretty good perception as well.
Okay, well, this will be a survival check for tracking.
Well, I also am pretty good at that.
Okay. So your best tracker, let's go, and with an advantage from the aid of Stanley.
right. 18.
Okay. As you sort of scan the horizon for familiar shapes, your sense of orientation, a big mountain range always on the landscape, the Dead Fingers. Even if it's a small little speck, can always be seen. And you do see the Dead Fingers to the northwest, meaning you are south past the Salt Flats, in some unknown and unmapped region. And that would put the solar mines, based on the map that you have, if the Dead Fingers are northwest, you've got to head northeast as a bearing.
All right, I will communicate this.
All right, then, to the northeast. Oh, Crooked Hand Row is fortunately no longer with us. He's passed on into nothingness now. There's a solemn amongst the crew.
I hope we'll give a little solemn as well.
Use what he taught you. You're our navigator now. Without you, we're not going anywhere.
All right, hope we'll take a deep breath, nod at him, and head to the wheel.
All right, so by now you've used this enough times that you're familiar with its controls. You don't need to roll for this. As you let the airship lift off and then begin navigating the ship towards the northwest. And within 15 minutes already, because the airship moves at quite a clip, you're able to see the solar mines on the horizon and see the destruction in the valley below as you bring the ship up above it. And finally the communicator cracks on and says, "This is Amantha Lodar. Heroes of the Wastes, are you there?"
Yes, we are.
Is that
And
you
then-
in the ship above?
Yes, Stanley, did you want to be on this?
I mean, you're doing fine, but if you can relay any messages, if he has anything, we need to know what the situation is. I'm assuming that the truce held for now, but
Take mine, and I hand him my earpiece.
Stanley holds it up to his ear, pulling pieces of tape off of the earpiece.
So how it's attached to him? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because he's just got an ear hole.
Oh, that's right. You didn't
Not
have an
an
ear. You
for
can't
to
put
hang
it
out of.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
He's had that there the whole time.
Yeah.
In hell. Being all angry.
Well, the patient.
I demand to be taken seriously. His little tape just he just sticks it back up to his head. This is Valio Nath. I'm on now.
Solele Prime, we thought you were below.
Yeah, we hit a bit of a snag once we got down there. We were transported to hell, I guess, but we're back.
To hell.
It's not important, but
Speak of that or.
Yes, actually. I did hear some people say that.
What were you doing there, Solele Prime? It's a den of evil and corruption, avarice. One such as yourself should not be there. Have you been compromised?
Well, no, we
will
got
take you
out.
to our clerics.
Well, hold on. We just gotta finish the mission. What's the situation down there?
Well, it's not good, Stanley. The earth is spitting and neighing and kicking. It's increased in frequency. Move your eyes to the north with your ship. See for yourself what's happening.
Alright, what do my elf eyes see?
Do you have long vision?
No.
Oh.
It's got regular vision, but I am
You don't
an elf.
see you don't see much on the horizon. And then Amantha Lodar, after some silence, he says, "No, take your ship up there and have a look."
You're supposed to say they took the hobbits to Isengard, is what you're supposed to say.
Well,
Use your long vision.
long vision. Alright, well, I hope if you'll take us to go see what it is he's talking about.
Yeah, and hope we'll start going up.
All right, so you fly farther north, hitting across another patch of salt flats to look at the landscape where the principal city used to be, like in that general area in relation to the map. It doesn't take long as it starts to come into view that you see large cracks in the earth bubbling down into lava. But strangely enough, as the large cracks of sundered earth become larger and larger, you see that a purple liquid is mixing in with the lava, and there's bubbling and hewing, and a large geyser of like purple liquid is bursting forth periodically and spewing out onto the land like a giant wound from where you can see.
All right, we see it. I don't know what it is we're seeing, though. Oh, Jesus. All right, move us back.
We'll start moving him back.
All right, you turn around, take the ship back within range in the solar mines, and as soon as you get into the solar mine, as soon as you get within range, you hear, "Solele Prime, Solele Prime, come in."
Yeah, we see it. I don't know what it is we saw, but we see it.
Solele Prime, this is the wounds of the Great World Breaker. Whatever happened below, this beast that has impregnated this planet and corrupts it from within, still grows inside.
All right,
Should
well,
land. We have much to discuss. We must save this world from its plight, if we can.
all right, bring the ship down.
All right. Hope you navigate the ship throughout the valley, and as you look below, you see that you see hordes of Toyota host corpses, Koromu Kishi, goblins, some tieflings, some lizard folk, many elves as well. The bodies are, and there are many Elhendari who are cleaning up, putting piles of bodies together, burning them on effigies. There's a lava pool in the center of the valley, opening up. A lot of the buildings are there, and the elves have actually formed cages for the inhabitants of the Suburbia Dome, as you can sort of see all this from the top, as the place is now under Elhendari control. There's also somewhat of a goblin area that you can see from the top where they've already set up a village, and there's nothing but bad stuff going on there. There's fighting, there's giant feasts going, people trying to tear apart things, fighting over pieces of human flesh. And you spy what you think to be sort of this throne area where, if Bok Bok still lives, he's probably holding court, as there's a giant chair before a chaotic mosh pit of goblins dancing around, and you hear boot, 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 like the sort of drum beat in the background. You bring the ship down, and a contingent of elves is below to meet you. I imagine everyone's going to descend immediately. Nothing on the ship before getting off. You disembark from the ship, and get down and are greeted by a procession of elves. And Amantha Lodar approaches in his watery wheeled wheelchair and lands it before you, and uses his tree-like legs to plant them into the ground and stand upright to grip. And he comes to you, Stanley, and he holds you on one side, and he says, "My Solele Prime, congratulations on the victory of this battle. And to you, heroes of the wastes, as well. We have much work to do, but you have done a great thing today." And he clasps both of your shoulders and just clasps them firm in a kind of a hug that isn't a hug.
What are you talking about? I thought we still had much to do. As far as I know, the trianglosphere still needs to be put into the planet.
All the elves' eyes goes wide, and Loader says, "That's not done."
No, we were teleported away before it could be done.
Oh, then our victory is premature. Elhendari, we still have much work to do. Solele Prime, what shall we do?
We need to get back in as soon as possible. It is as close to the place it needs to be without actually being there, unless the principal has moved it. I worry he may have a head start on it. But he was teleported along with us, so
Is this the way in you found in the suburban dome
yes.
at the Walmart?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, we can get you on a shuttle there right away if you need to get back down there. We have not explored further in yet.
Stanley will look at his companions. Is everybody good to proceed immediately?
Yes, but we should probably have some troops with us since up here is taken.
We didn't fare well in our previous endeavor. Barely made it past the Walmart.
But they did make it to the Walmart.
That's a real optimism right there. Hey, they made it to the Walmart.
Yeah.
They provided fodder. That's what they're there for.
Admiral Chrysoria steps forward and says, I don't think we've considered everything, Amanthalota. There is an order of operations strategically that everything must be carried out. I don't think we should go to the Trianglosphere first. Silene Prime, if you would grant me audience.
Of course.
It has been discussed that the Trianglosphere will render this part of the material plane mundane, and yet we have a world breaker with which to contend with, and the technology of this once great civilization is not what it was. We will need the use of these magics. There is no guarantee that the Trianglosphere will combat this creature. What of the Weir? What of the Weir influence? Do we still have to fight back against the Weir influence here?
No,
What
that
news?
that part has been taken care of. Katobal Praith is no more.
And
Everyone,
the principal himself confirmed that it's broken.
There's a large gasp. Is it true? You have slain Katobal Praith?
Yes, Nash did, as a matter of fact.
But how?
I one-shot him. With a whole bunch of other Nashes. It's hard to explain. But we got kind of lucky, to be honest.
Please explain.
Well, if it hadn't have been for the principal, we wouldn't... I don't know that we could have done that. We would have been dead. He was aware of a way for me to tap into the power of Katobal Praith and use that energy to duplicate myself exponentially. And then all the Nashes at the same time destroyed the beast.
Amanthalodar gasps. How could I not have seen it? He looks to you with some hostility, Nash.
Great.
You are the one who set all of this in motion for Alhendar, for many peoples. Your visitations guiding us to this direction, and you mean to tell me that you collaborated with our sworn enemy, the principal?
Look, it was my idea.
No. This was not your idea. This was not mine.
Well, if it
Even
makes you feel any
Nash.
better, I didn't know shit about it.
We have been operating under the machinations of the principal this whole time. It's you who were his weapon, and I have not seen it till now.
Yeah, but I didn't know any better, and also the weapon's gone. I don't have it. It wasn't, you know.
The
It's
weapon
called
is
mitigating
gone.
circumstances. It wasn't my idea. If it was taken from my memory. I don't think it was ever my idea.
And where is the principal now? Why is he not here in victory with you both?
Well, as I said, we got sent to hell, and they were threatening to execute us. The principal would go get some relic for them. Anyway, it's a long story, but basically, I told them that the principal had done a bad job working for him, and he banished him, made him disappear. big.
Amanthalodar looks to Chrysorius. Dismiss these elves. There is no cause for victory now. We don't want to raise alarm. Chrysorius turns to the ranks and file. Dismissed! Please go about following the instructions you were previously doing. Do not discuss what we've discussed here. The elves obediently turn around, get back to work. Amanthalodar and Chrysorius getting closer to you, Slowly Prime. Amanthalodar looks to you and says, Slowly Prime, you are our leader, and we follow you unquestioningly. But your alliance with our sworn enemy and your visitation to visit Batorian gods is greatly concerning. We must be certain no corruption has reached your soul.
Okay, well, look, none of it was really any of our idea. We didn't have a choice. We went down there. The principal told us that this had all happened before, that the Weir was going to come for us. We knew we were going to have to fight them eventually, one way or another. We figured we'd do it in a case where the principal and the Weir, Katobal Praith, more likely, could fight each other, weaken each other, and we would finish off the rest. We didn't know we were going to get sent to hell. It just happened after the battle.
How did it even come about that you did not fight the principal?
We didn't get a chance. All of a sudden, we beat Katobal Praith. We were chained up in a bunch of rock.
Are you doing this is a lie, right? You
No,
clearly,
that's exactly what happened.
The principal made you an offer. You clearly could have said no and opened up an attack, and you chose not to.
Well, that's true, but
but that was before. I'm talking about after.
Sure. There's still deception here, right?
I don't think so.
There's some
I don't
omission.
think I'm being deceptive.
Okay.
You
I'm
just
telling
don't.
him what happened.
You're just
Well,
omitting
truths are being
information.
omitted.
Yeah, you're omitting some details about.
Yeah,
it.
I'm not telling him that we agreed to help him at the beginning.
Okay, that helps with my question, which Amanthalodar will now ask. He says, How came you to be working with our enemy? Countless elves and goblins and living creatures came to this place with the sole intention of delivering the triangular sphere versus our enemy. not
And
the
you're
Tobit
delaying our
the
progress.
principal.
No, you are delaying us. We need to get back down there to finish what we started. It wasn't our fault we went to hell. No one knew that was going to happen.
She does not understand our ways. I will forgive her indignity.
No,
I don't
think
need your forgiveness.
I think she has a point. You're sitting here and telling me now that maybe it's best that we not put the triangular sphere in the planet, and now you're getting mad at me that we didn't do it. How dare you question our opinion? We went down there to fight him. We went down there ready to do it, and we were presented two impossible foes to face, and we decided to make them fight each other. A logical decision for the best outcome. I made the best decision I possibly could, and I'm not going to have it thrown back in my face. None of you were there to help us.
You've allied yourself with a sworn enemy. I am concerned for the integrity of your soul. Come, I have much to meditate on, and he motions to Chrysorius. We will continue the cleanup here. Regain your countenance, Solele Prime. You are not yourself.
I think you two need some therapy.
For what it's worth, your Solele did not partake in the cocaine.
The Amanthalodar looks to you and says, Noble Vorel, thank you for your confirmation of the cocaine. There's much respect deferred to Vorel in this moment.
Thanks, Pharrell. I think that helped. Look, before the two of you go, I get the impression that we're not being told everything, which is probably why we're in this mess, because everybody seems to want to keep us in the dark as much as possible, and then question our decisions on why we didn't make the most educated choice despite not telling us a goddamn thing. So, before we go off on our own and decide to put the trianglosphere in the planet, is there a logical reason why that's not what we should be doing right now?
Manthalodar turns to you and takes a deep breath and says, "This planet is difficult for us to be on. It agitates my very soul to even be here. I simply want what's best for the Elhendari people, and there is nothing I have not told you. My Solele, you are our democratically voted leader. The Elhendari spirit has chosen you to guide us. There is nothing that I have not shared with you. But we, the people of the Elhendari, are hurt by your allying with our very enemy that we came here to destroy.
There was no allying.
The trianglosphere was not deposited, and you worked with our antagonist to bring about a result, a shortcut."
Okay, so question before you continue this whole thing. So if we had put it in and the planet was being broken apart now and we didn't have any magic, would that have been better?
These are the compromises of those willing to make those
Oh,
compromises.
compromises, huh?
Oh boy.
We were told that if we put that in the planet, or if we defeated the principal, the barrier to the weir would collapse, and TWBD would be able to attack the Earth. We were told that this is what had happened in countless other realities, and we had more than enough evidence to believe this to be true. So we made a decision to walk a different path than what had been walked before.
I understand, Solele. But the result is not what's at question here. It's how you go about achieving the result. And it is with great difficulty that I can encourage or approve of such behavior, especially coming from a leader. I am grateful for your sacrifices and for your leadership. But you are taking our people down a dark path, and I worry for it. I will meditate on this interaction. Admiral Chrysorius, see that Asilila gets what he wishes. We still have a war to fight. And the Menthalodar returns seated in his, watery chair. The chair that has like a wave of water underneath it, and he glides off into the distance. Back to an encampment of Elhendari. You must forgive the High Elf, Solele. He is a spiritual leader. The methodology of how one does things matters as much as the end result. The devil lives in the space where you take shortcuts. But we must be practical as practitioners of war, so battle plans. I have held nothing back from you, simply that we need the weapons of your magic. If we use the trianglosphere now, it is gone. And we do not have it to fight the World Breaker. We had hoped that the trianglosphere would rid the world of this World Breaker. Perhaps it will. It's a gamble at this point. You've defeated TWBD, and yet it remains. It is untethered from the far realm, and has its own problem to resolve. My war counsel to you is this, Solele Prime. We must fight this World Breaker first, then we will deposit the trianglosphere. However, with the principle not defeated, we may wish to resolve that issue as well before ridding ourselves of our magic. Do you know where he is?
I don't. We don't know where he was sent. So I actually had a Discord issue. On Table Talk. I had a Discord issue right when all that went down, and I don't know what happened to the principal. I have been going off of context clues.
No, you're good. The principal was snapped out of existence by Asmodeus, and you don't know where to. That's the last you saw of him. When you sweet talked Brent into a better deal, he was snapped out, but no indication was given as to where he was sent to.
Yeah, they
So
didn't
you
say.
have no idea where he is.
Okay, accurate. We don't know where he went. It is fair to say that he is going to be utilized again by, it's not important, forces outside of this situation in an effort to acquire an artifact. Whether that means they sent him back here or have sent him somewhere else, I don't know.
Well, then, we deal with the problem at hand. Have you learned anything of this world breaker?
Do we know as characters that it's a Tarrasque, or is that something that Bo shared with us as players?
I believe I did mention it referred to that by someone at some point, but mostly it's been referred to as the world breaker.
Very little. We know it came from the Weir. We know it's supposed to sort of repurpose the planet. We were hoping it would be taken care of with Kotobel Praith, but apparently that is not the case. No idea if that makes it any weaker or not.
And in your plane of travels, do you know of anyone with knowledge of such things, Silily?
Can I do a roll to see if we know anybody who would know anything about that? Because I
Absolutely. That's a great use of rolls.
don't know. Yeah, let's roll something.
If there's so you're to see who you know about a given topic, sounds to me like you could call it an investigate. There used to be knowledge check, which they don't really do have like strictly knowledge things. So
The history, like personal history.
yeah, personal history, which falls under intellect. I would accept history for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think history is the right way to go here. Maybe survival or no arcana on a creature of a potentially magical or extraplanar nature.
Well, I have the same modifier either way, so we'll go. Well, it doesn't. It actually doesn't matter all that much. I rolled a natural 20 for a 28.
Okay. So you happen to know a lot of interesting beings out in the universe that may be able to tell you about this. First and foremost was an interesting but somewhat difficult character. They all kind of are. Zolfenjal, who was present in Planet Nash when you were going to collect the 99 Nashes. He helped out. He kind of talked like a hippie a little bit, had a surfboard, surfed out in space.
I think I tried to forget that guy.
So that guy seemed like he would definitely be a person of knowledge, but yeah, you tried to forget that guy. You're also aware that there are great libraries and repositories in Sigil. Visiting Sigil for such information as something this strong would be a much more safer option than consulting with, the denizens of the realms of the deities. In addition, you may be able to consult with some people at the White Tower who may know of solutions to such creatures or counters to such demonic presences. These people also being of an extraplanar nature, and this being sort of a cosmic level threat, these are the solid leads you have in your mind.
There are a couple ideas that definitely spring to mind, though travel to them is the biggest question. I have no idea how to get us back to Sigil, which seems like the primary place where we might be able to acquire that information.
What was Sigil?
I don't know how to describe it. It's not of this plane of existence. It's a different reality altogether. We came here through, what was it? It was gates, right? We had to do like 8 different gates, and they got destroyed on the
Yeah,
way.
Badass T is the one that organized your escape from Sigil. Where is he? Actually, we'll add him to the list of people that might be able to help you.
Wasn't he a werewolf? Didn't we leave him
Yeah,
with the werewolf?
he's
He,
a
he
werewolf.
contracted the disease of lycanthropy and was abandoned in Pentel Vice. And as far as you know, he's probably still there. So, you know.
We could also get the eye while we were there, and then the principal would come to us.
Oh, that's kinda
bait.
That's something.
Yeah.
Did you take that blue veil spell?
I did.
Okay, because we need an object, right? A magical object?
Yeah, but I have it, but it says only of the material plane. I don't think Sigil is part of the prime material plane.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Okay.
That's extra planar travel.
Because I actually have a magical item created by the Mind Master that we could use, but he's not on the prime material plane.
Right, we could also use rambunctious gang threads. Cause those
Oh,
are
that's
magical.
right. Yeah, that would get us there too. But yeah, it exists outside of our plane of existence. And I don't think the White Tower is there either. So I don't think we could even get to the White Tower. The only options we have immediate access to are Planet Nash or going back after Badass T.
And you have hope.
Well, sure, but
Her teleport.
we're trying to be good. You're worse than Brent, Bo. Jeez. Trying to be good.
No. I just say that because I didn't know. Oh, damn! I killed the delivery. I meant actual hope, not hope the character.
Hope
okay.
the thing you
I
want
thought you
to
were talking about her teleport
Yeah.
ring.
Timing's
yeah,
off
her
on
teleport ring works perfectly. Yes, but we're trying not to use it.
As you know, it's a world of possibilities. Well, anyways, another interesting avenue of exploration might be someone to help fix Hope's ring or alter it in some manner. Of course, that might be a big adventure in and of itself too. But such artificers may be found as well in Sigil. Just throwing that out there.
Gotta find a way to get back to Sigil.
Wasn't the Lady of Pain not too pleased with Hope? Someone told her about Tabacho Flair's dealings.
Yeah, you'd be taking some risk going back there.
Hey, they don't like us very much at the White Tower either. But
They don't really like us anyway.
maybe we start the Heroes of the Waste forgiveness tour.
You got the Silk Tongue with you. If anyone can get out of some of these bad scenarios with the right words, I believe in you, Stanley.
Well,
You've got the roles to back it up, anyways.
we have ideas, but we're gonna have a lot we have to figure out in order to get there.
I mean, in theory, you did talk your way out of hell. Like, you ended up having to give up the heart, but no combat, no contracts. Like, that was a victory, right? It's not meant to feel like a victory. Hell's pissed at you. They want you to feel bad for not taking their sweet deals, but
That's it felt nice to be called boring and good.
Yeah, and you
That's
bored your
kinda
way
nice.
through Brent. Brent was trying to get information on you and get you hooked on some sweet delights, and you guys are just like, "Can we talk to Brent already?" And like even Nash was just
Nash is just
that was Nash the whole time, just thinking about his heart, not like
It's a big deal. It's your
he
major.
didn't even find an old man to play cards with or anything.
It's your major. It's
No
the
one
most
didn't
important.
do anything.
It's
we
the important
went to see
organ.
the Sinatra, and I don't know. We sent a bunch of people up to a hotel room.
I can't even get blood to my other vital organs without a heart. Think of it that way. Hearts, man.
Yeah, no, I know. It's all good.
Hearts
Anyway,
matter.
yeah. So I'm just saying, you won. This is a victory, but it's an untraditional. You know, some some victories you have with fireballs, the other ones you have with elite social interaction skills. So congratulations. But yeah, I think we're getting to the wrap up point on today's episode. So I don't know if you want to leave off on a particular activity or do anything, but I think maybe we can just kind of leave you guys there at the ship to contemplate Amantha Lodar's harsh words.
I
Come
think.
slap that man.
Yeah, I think. The
Discord
only
this
thing I'm
week?
curious
Evil act,
about-
I'm gonna
yeah,
slap
we're gonna
the
do
shit out of
a second week of Discord discussion.
Yeah, this
What's
week's
gonna
Discord is
happen.
going to be like, you know what? F that guy. I thought I liked him, but I actually hate him.
Yeah, that guy sucks. The only thing I want to know, and I don't know if it's worth role playing going back to the ship just to find out, and then say we're gonna talk about it all week anyway.
Sure.
Is there? Do we know, is my ship capable of interplanar travel at all?
Good question.
Okay, well,
I don't know that
I
you-
would go and ask that, and that might influence our decision over the week. So I don't know.
It's
Stanley will be
definitely-
like, 1 second, guys, I gotta go ask something, and he runs back to the ship.
It definitely can open gates, to shorten travel in the prime material, which is, as it turns out, is a giant, vast plane of itself, right?
But you have to know where those gates are, right?
Yeah, it's like codes that you need to know.
Okay.
So I probably have to do a bit of research on what I base the airship on to see if there's a connection there. I'm actually loath to be definitive about it.
Okay. Well, that can be Discord discussion as well.
Yeah, this can be some discussion for me next week. But it's a good question. I might not have considered it, actually. So I'd like to do a bit of research on that myself, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't consider that. But the answer may be no. I don't know. We shall see.
It'll have
So
to be
I guess
okay.
to have an ending beat for Stanley while we have all these questions, I would say to Chrysorius, we have some leads. It's going to take some time. We'll follow up on it. I would certainly feel better if we were able to secure the triangulosphere. I don't know if the principal is even down there anymore. But the orders that I heard was that there was going to be peace for the time being. I would feel a lot better if it could be secured. I don't know if you want to take troops down there and see if you can secure the triangulosphere and the
Very
area
smart.
around it.
Very intelligent, Solele Prime. You do have a mind for strategy. I was going to suggest the same thing. That we send down a contingent of our elves, remain in communication with them, and on your command, have them ready to conduct the exercise.
And remember the 3 magic users that were down there. They might still be
Oh.
there.
Yeah, that sweet old lady who made us chicken. But if you gotta do anything, don't hesitate.
Yeah.
How
It wasn't-
powerful are they?
They were
mean,
the
the-
ones that were gonna chrome the planet.
Yeah, I wouldn't count them out.
Nash, do you know of their powers?
No.
You should have some idea about one. You were all sweet on her. Or
Doesn't
she
mean-
was sweet on you. You were cold. It's just
Doesn't
Is-
mean I know her powers. Just means, I don't know. She was kind of hot. She was a looker
Did you just say she's hot? She's a withered old lady, Scott.
compared to my character. Wait, Scott,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah, no, Look,
Nash.
Nash doesn't see age. He sees, pockmarks
Ability to cook chicken.
and chicken prowess. Yes. She can cook
Well,
a
it's good.
chicken. I have no idea about the powers, though.
It's good to have this information up front. We will send our best team down there to neutralize them. If there's any problems, Solele, we will contact you. You may have to deal with it yourself, but I know that our elite team will not want to fail you.
At the very least, knowing that it's still down there and not being tampered with will be a benefit, although it should still be secured in the sphere that's being used to move it.
We will use extra strength empathy grenades to breach the doorway.
Very good.
And yeah. Yes, very good. Then thank you, Solele. We will carry out these instructions. I'm on comms if you need me further.
I apparently have them back.
Yes, you do. He bows and he turns around and walks off. And with that, the party, I guess, looks at one another, and we zoom out from the boat, and then we hear, F this, F that, echoing throughout the valley as the goblin mosh pit carries on in the background. And we find out what happens
with
next.
their big hit, F this, F that, you know?
The music of all goblins everywhere.
Yeah.
F this, F that.
Yeah. Just it's what really put those goblins on the map. Well, awesome. All right. Well, next week we find out what's next. I've got I really wanted a long rest. We're not going to do that here, are we? Or are we?
You can probably get a long rest, but we'll deal with that next week.
Okay.
Or you go ahead and do it now. You're not under any pressure, so
All right, I'm doing it.
yeah, you guys can long rest it up.
Oh, there we go.
Make a note of that.
Feel
So we need
much
to
better.
know.
Sitting at 70 points for too long.
Extra planar travel.
It felt weird.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Very good.
Well, there you go. That's next week, everybody. Right here. Whoops, wrong thing. There we go. Right here at There Will Be Dungeons. Do you want to be a part of it? You know you do. So turn up then and be a part of it. In the meantime, you can support this show by going to therewillbedungeons.com and signing up to support us over there. And it's super easy, and it's really cool, and you get some cool stuff in the mail. It's a great way to show your favorite D&D podcast how much you love them. But also, links to that Phoenix Pearl tea, Sins of the Solar Mines tea, which I do want you to check out as well. And you can leave us questions there. There's a big old form. You just fill them out, and we'll answer those on our monthly bonus show, one of which is coming up soon. So check that out. That's therewillbedungeons.com. For me, for Bo, for John, for Kyle, and for Kristen. We'll see you next time. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. Woohoo! We did it.
Nice.
GG, y'all.
Yeah.
We escaped hell.
We did
We
escape
did.
hell. With a snap of a finger, we were out.
I feel
of
like
there.
it was extra hell for Varel. It's like designed more for him.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, no, it was.
It was
He's
cracking
through
me
with
up.
contract. There's a simplicity and a straightforwardness now to the philosophy of Varel, and that the trickeries are not working on him at all.
No.
Hey, I'm all for it. No
17th
more
level.
contracts.
He can see through these things like a pro now, so it tracks.
Yeah, I agree. That is the Varel we know and love.
Well, now he
current
knows that
context.
food can also be trickery, so
I thought we were gonna get a teleport out of you guys, but oh well.
Did you?
I thought we were too. I took a spell
Yeah.
specifically for it.
Hmm.
That cool spell
No.
where we all fall asleep and dream.
That was a cool puzzle. Like, it was an interesting idea to have the bartender be Brent and have the test be what it was. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to fight the greatest crooner of all time. And then Bo was going to have, you were going to have,
That was definitely an on the spot kind of thing, or
Yeah.
like great. I said Frank Sinatra. I know nothing about Frank Sinatra.
was afraid
It's
of
all
that.
over again.
But if you guys really insist, we'll meet Sinatra. But it was complete winging it the whole way. Like, you
I
know.
just wanted to ask. I wanted to be able to say that I asked Frank Sinatra what songs or words he knew for extraplanar travel. Because I feel
Yeah.
like that's a question
you're
that
never
needs
going to
be
know.
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
never gonna
works,
know.
famously for the mob. So I thought it'd be fun to, you could do some mob related stuff. You could have like,
No, Brett wanted to find out what dirt he could get on you guys.
yeah.
Turns out you guys are just tired.
Yeah.
He's just
Like maybe too much of me is trickling into the character of Stanley, but that was all I could think about when you're like, "What do you want?" I was like, "A big nap,
Big, nice
big
nap.
long nap."
Yeah.
I got a kingdom to run. Can we kill these enemies and then can I
Yep.
go relax?
Then another nap.
Time
Yep.
to myself. Yeah.
Well, chat, thanks for hanging with us. We will see you next time. We're going to go record a bonus show and put that up on the feed for the supporters, and then you guys will all get it in a week. So watch for that. We'll see you later.